I don't know exactly what to do about it because like it seems lame to get to Omu for her to like miss the arrival. There's certainly like stuff happening between now and then, but nothing important. Absolutely not. 0%. So yeah, I think we can go for like a little bit. I just would want to pause if we get to the point where we're like about to arrive to Omu. I would want to pause for just like a few minutes. We could like take a little break at that point and wait for her to show up. She said that she should be here within the next hour. So
Okay.
Now that you said that, we're not going to get anywhere near it in this entire session.
Yeah, no.
You know,
No, I don't think any
I
of
think I
us
left something
underestimate that.
important on Zaru, so we gotta go back.
No, I can't go there. I can't go there now.
That is distinctly true.
May or may not be banned from all civilized areas of this entire peninsula
Yeah.
because we're assholes.
Yeah.
Well, you guys can go back. I can't. I look too fucked up.
I'm not sure if I can go back. Like, maybe. That's a definite maybe.
You guys fucked up a little bit. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
I need the longer lasting alter self.
/ maybe just invisibility. Yeah.
I don't think any of my next characters could go to Port Nyanzaro right now. I like playing monstrous characters.
Play a good aligned human.
No, it's not. It's not that they're evil. It's
that Chultans are racist.
Well, one's a lizard folk, so.
Mm-hmm.
That could be acceptable, provided you don't eat anybody's head on like.
Well.
Yeah, publicly.
Yeah. Yeah. Like at least behind closed doors, please.
In front of people.
And then the other one's an orc. Full orc, not half.
So let's spend like, you know, just maybe like a few minutes just like bullshitting here, just like waste a.
Yeah, we need to. We need to sleep.
I want to rest so bad. You guys got your ass kicked by some water elementals, no doubt.
Some of us did.
Some of us more than others. Yes.
He did.
The wizard in the tank didn't get hurt.
What is the best image from last session? Is like, in my opinion, it's just like Goldwyn just being like, "Swim away!"
Like swimming up, stabbing it, swimming away.
Yeah, and then who was like doggy paddling the water elemental? Was that Feth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there was Yambi opening up the next one.
Yeah, I like how
really killing us.
knew what was going on, so we're just like, huh, that's weird. And then go back to our business.
Tony, what day is it?
107?
So hot. So hot right now. Okay, yeah, that should be 104. That should be 104. As far as I can tell, that should be 104. That's like if I allowed you to rest. I think 104 was the day that you guys encountered because that wall, right, was where the Zorbos were outside of the shrine, and then you sort of descended down into the shrine from there. I think taking a long rest is reasonable. Is it one of those things like where exactly do we end? Did we end with you guys like putting in the shield and like zipping around?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we'll make that decision right now because I will.
Yeah, but
Okay,
but
roll
there's
for
nothing water
initiative. You're fighting
elemental.
2 more water elementals right now. No, just
Yeah.
Lightning
I leave the
everything.
game. Tony just leaves the game.
I walk away.
And call. Okay. Oh!
No.
No, you guys can totally if you wanna take a rest in the cave, that's fine. You know that the remaining water elementals are secured in their pens or whatever, so you're fine. You can
We just keep Yambi out of the water.
Yeah, oddly
Yeah.
enough, Bran doesn't wander in from the outside. He comes up from like that staircase. Like he was just already in there.
Ah.
And you know what?
Yeah, no,
That's,
Brand's in one of the cages.
that is how I'd roleplay it, just so everybody is aware. Like, I would definitely be like, oh, yes, I lost my party somehow. Hello, new adventurers.
Well, that's like
Bran
kind of why we
Dawnbreaker.
did the encounter with Bran before too, is to sort of set the stage. Like there are other adventures out there in the jungle.
Have you played Dark Souls?
In the jungle.
Bran now kind of reminds me of Zigmire.
Oh, good. You're finally getting sort of the references.
Yeah, he reminds me of Zigmire. You just walk into the most random ass like dangerous place, hidden alcove, and he's just like, "Hey, I stopped to have a drink. Do you want some?"
Hmm.
I can't play those games.
Dwarves and God of War.
I am like the most like if I die over and over and over, like I just get more and more angry. Like you can literally see like the thermometer building up, you know.
Yeah.
I broke a controller playing Bloodborne, and I think that was the end for me.
So your
Bloodborne was the hardest one though.
Your hate barometer just starts peaking.
Yeah, and then eventually, like it just, I literally had the PS4 controller in my hand. And I was so angry that I just twisted it until it broke. So it was. I don't play those anymore.
It's good call. Good for you. I do similar things except with competitive games.
Mm-hmm. That's the reason why I don't do PvP anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I broke a headset playing Fortnite too. So it's it's been good. It's been good.
That's a recent game, isn't it?
That's a recent one, yeah.
So you didn't learn your lesson that well.
Well, you guys remember I had a different headset before this one that sounded better, and that's the one that got the fucking axe from.
Yeah, and I remember it also was broken 90% of the time. This one is not cut out yet.
What? My other one was fine. What are you talking about?
Wasn't that the one that we would have to be like, hey, you're not talking anymore?
That still happens with this one.
That's fair. Okay.
Not
I just
as
wasn't
often.
sure. I wasn't sure.
It, like, at some random point during this game, everything is just gonna mute, and I'll have no idea why it's going on or anything. It's just gonna happen.
That's fair.
It will happen.
Yeah.
Well, now that you've called it, it's not going to.
Yeah.
That's probably true. Reverse psychology on my headset here.
Yeah.
Well, now that I've said something, of course it's going to.
Yeah, it's just we're flipping back and forth right now.
So we get that
Okay.
good long rest, right? Is that what I heard? Clicking that button. Oh, I did it. I took a long rest. You can't
Okay,
stop it
yeah,
now.
One button.
do it.
You only have to press one button for that.
Yeah.
You
D&D
do
Beyond
it.
is great.
You long rest.
It's D&D. D&D Beyond.
I need to
D&D.
get back to watching them.
Ooh, the latest one. Wow. Holy shit.
I've missed
What?
the last few live games.
The last
What?
Critical Role. Spoilers.
Oh, I'm so far behind.
Yeah.
Don't spoil me. Don't spoil me.
No,
I'm
it's.
still in last
Don't
campaign.
say anything,
I'm
please.
not going to say anything. All I'm saying is avoid the internet. Avoid any social media that has anything to do with Critical Role because it will.
Okay, somebody
It's a
died.
good thing I don't use good thing I don't use social media. So
Somebody died, I bet.
Somebody died, or they had to narratively explain the disappearance of 2 of their players because they had a baby. One of those 2 things.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, right. That is like a whole
That
thing,
one,
right?
yeah.
that happened.
I'm aware of the narrative explanation
Oh,
right
okay.
there.
Well then, whatever.
I don't know the narrative.
Yeah, so I'm not spoiling anything, but make sure you catch up.
It's just like the thing with Critical Role is like I miss one episode and then all of a sudden I'm like 4.5 hours behind.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, it's like
Or
where do you have that time?
You miss 2 episodes and you're like, I have a full day. I have a full job to get through this.
Yeah.
I have a full-time job.
Yeah, exactly. Like this. If I wanted to catch up on Critical Role, it would be like a week of just solid sitting there.
I mean, I watched all of it.
I did that a while ago.
I was
Yeah, and
unemployed, so.
And I'm still in the last campaign.
Just skip
Oh yeah, I
ahead.
stopped
Just
halfway
skip
through the
ahead.
last
No.
campaign.
No,
Just-
I intentionally didn't start watching when they restarted because I was like, nah, I'll wait and I'll have more binge stuff for binging later on.
I mean,
There
that
you
is
go.
true.
Keep it in the back pocket.
That is valid. That is like
Because I'll watch like none for a few weeks and then all of a sudden I'll watch like 50 hours in a few days.
Okay, so I took a
No,
long
I
rest.
ran my first Beholder.
Ooh,
Yeah, the
fun.
anime.
Oh,
Yeah, I killed my party's wizard with it. That was great.
Nice.
Nice.
Permadeath?
It disintegrated his ass.
Oh, he very dead.
Yeah.
disintegrated his ass.
There should be like
And
a,
he
there should be like a,
just the ass or just the.
Yep, just
just
the
everything. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I like
Yeah,
the
he's,
idea.
he's dust. He's
His
dust now.
ass is better.
I think it was
Reverend Wayne doesn't have an ass?
I think 2 weeks ago, my Monday game, we had to fight a beholder, and we're high level in that game. We just killed it in like 3 attacks.
Classic.
I surrounded it with a wall of blades, and then the bar disintegrated it.
It should have had a plan for that.
Hey guys, did you know that? Yeah, that a monk's movement speed, unarmored movement. Hey, this is a great. You guys are gonna love this.
Okay.
Applies to all movement that character has, including my climb speed.
Oh baby.
Did
Oh
you know?
joy!
Not that I let you climb anything.
I know.
What if you had a
anyway,
fly
so-
speed?
But did you know? It just says your speed increases by 15. It does
So
not.
wait, what is your climb speed then?
My climb speed is 35 now. I can climb as fast as a normal person could walk, and a little bit faster.
That kind of is.
You can climb as fast as a wood elf can walk.
Yeah. Pretty good.
So the last time I fought a beholder, our monk stunned it. And yeah. So it didn't stand a chance. It was like
Just
these-
poked him in the
second
eye.
time. We were level like 17 and it was the second time that a stun worked in the entire campaign.
Meanwhile, Feth is over here stunning shit for days.
Mhm.
Or no, you just got one good stun last game.
I think I got 2.
I mean,
my
maybe
campaign,
2.
my campaign net is 2.
yes, and they were both last session.
Yeah.
So I've been running a campaign for 2.5 years or so, right? The monk there, they're from session 1, has only ever successfully stunned something once. One time.
It sounds like me
It's-
with my fucking inflict wounds.
It's such
Yeah.
a low DC is the thing. Like, monks don't get... I mean, they do. It's just they don't really specialize in dumping in
DCs.
their... Yeah, dumping into their... should I forget how you determine the DC, actually?
Yeah,
It's
what?
not
I don't
Dex.
even remember.
It's not Dex, because if it was Dex, it'd be hard as fuck. But
I should just use my inspiration
it's-
for
I
whatever
actually
I
think
use
it's
in quick
wisdom.
rounds.
It's kind of just like a Hail Mary. Like, just put it out there and hope that they roll really low.
Which happened. That happened.
let's see. Stunning. Class features. Stunning strike. DC 13, yeah.
Okay, so disclaimer again is that there is so much shit in the city of Omu that like I've read this chapter, but goddamn if I can remember everything in this shit. So
I want to converse with every named NPC.
son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Most unnamed NPCs and some of the animals.
Yeah.
Oh, the animals.
Oh well, thank God Mai is not here because there's plenty of fucking animals in Omu. God
Is there any
damn.
more giant snakes? I want
I'm
another
not-
one.
I'm not telling
Killed
you
my
shit,
last
dog.
one.
I ain't telling
Yeah.
you
You
shit.
did.
I'm taking that as a
Snake.
yes.
I so did kill that snake, huh? Gotta change this light real quick.
Let the lizard die and resummon it as a giant snake.
There we go.
Can I do that?
Probably. I mean,
Mm.
It'd be a little weird to ride, and I wouldn't have a climb speed for it anymore.
I don't know. Have you ever seen a snake climb a tree? They do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can do it. Okay, so I mean,
It would still be a little weird to ride.
let's do it a little bit, right? Let's
it.
get into some
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm glad we're all on the same page with the
Do
with the
it.
Palpatine. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it now.
That's
Do
me
it.
and my friends whenever we go out to like the bars or something. You try to like take some shots or something. Do it. Yeah, great.
Shotgun it. Do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's like more when we go to like sporting events, but yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Tip 20%. Do it. Tip 10%. Join the dark side.
I feel like tipping 20% is like some pretty light side shit, dude.
That's why I went down to 10. So
Yeah,
Gradient.
15% is like some like gray Jedi shit, you know?
yeah. That's
See, I do
Luke.
20 for actual like wait staff at a restaurant. If it's delivery, then it's 10%.
Yeah, I do that too. Is that weird?
No,
To me, that's standard.
I actually get a little bit upset at the people who are like, I'm gonna tip my delivery driver 20%. You gonna tip the guy who got in his car and drove a mile 20% like he cooked your food? Nah, come on.
Yeah, it's not like they made it.
I can't. I just give him
On
like
the other
I give
hand,
him some dollars.
they also didn't get into a car accident, so that's kind of good.
True, and they should be celebrated for that.
You know what I did today that blew my mind after the fact? And maybe this just speaks to...
That was weird.
welcome back. This speaks
Yeah.
to sort of my... I don't know what this means about me, but I went to Domino's. I ordered pickup pizza, carry out, and I still tipped 10%. Nobody did anything
Ooh.
for me. They just made it. I paid
That's
them
nice.
and then gave
You
them
couldn't
more
make the
money.
pizza.
Yeah, you get some karma points for that, no doubt.
I guess. I still tipped. I mean, I don't feel like a terrible person. I just feel like a person who wastes his money.
Yeah, I was about to say you literally burned 10%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I guess that's only like... Yeah, it was like 11... a buck and 10 cents. It's not that big a deal, but still.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
But yeah.
Yeah, like a percentage of the food, like for a delivery driver. No, I can't do it. No, you ain't cook it.
I'd rather
Yeah.
tip a delivery driver than my carry out the cash register person.
Yeah, I'm with that though.
Okay.
Yeah, but the cash register person might have actually made it.
Maybe.
I hope not.
None of that.
I really hope
Too
not.
complicated.
You cannot cross-contaminate.
Yeah.
Ash is filthy.
What is this
Yeah, that's true.
nonsense?
That is true.
You're speaking blasphemy. All right. Should we play Dungeons and Dragons?
I don't know.
We
No.
should. We're gonna take it at a leisurely pace. Though.
Sure.
You know, because we are missing a person and all of that shit.
It'll
We
be
don't have a
base.
healer.
Faith, is this your home?
Faust, did you cast that spell on yourself? The one that makes you all, you know.
Maybe.
Or did you cast the fast one on me? And I like look at my hands. I punch. No, it feels normal. I don't.
No, he was just talking real funny.
Oh. Are you making
Yeah, he's
fun
just
of me?
being weird.
Hold on. Are you making fun of my accent again?
Again.
The jungle isn't very fun.
You're
That's it.
bored.
That didn't sound very slow.
Okay, so we have like a few days of travel here before we get to
Yes.
either Feth Quest or to whatever. So let's do the classic. You know, see if any shit happens.
Well, obviously, we just, to kill time, we just need to completely change direction and go here.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to Tazikawazi. You
Yeah.
know? We going over there. Maybe let's just chase the dragon.
Is that what they invented to kill us?
Let's let's do that.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
I want to research it. And,
no, I'm not.
Let's do Tomoe-chan again.
Actually, yeah. Can we do?
I mean,
some
we're right
more?
there.
We are
Actually,
kind
we
of right
need to go
there.
back. Have we passed it yet? Have we passed the dome yet?
We're like halfway past the dome.
Hayden's like, really, guys?
Let's just go to Feth Quest.
I mean, we did say that we were gonna go back at some point, just not yet.
Yeah, like in a different campaign.
I thought we
No,
were
like
gonna...
on the way back to port.
Yeah, I
'cause there's
thought-
still tons of money.
I thought we were
Yeah,
gonna. I legitimately thought we were going to see what Feth saw in the mirror, but
Yeah, I need to troll Fethulo's mirrors
Later.
later.
and
okay,
the
great.
Mouther.
Whatever.
Wasn't there something to do with a mirror that we needed to use the command spell on, too?
Yeah, but
There's
Yeah.
no way to be sure.
oh yes, but nobody had it that day.
Wait, what-
I actually have that spell, but I wasn't prepared.
Yeah,
You guys wanted to cast
like-
command on a mirror?
Yeah,
There's
there's
a mirror where you had to
reflection.
cast command on it.
it was a riddle, and I figured it out like with a thing, and you're like,
Yeah.
give it a command, because you're like, it says give it a command, and I was like, fuck, there's magic that I think, and nobody had it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I totally do remember this.
Yeah.
I definitely do remember this.
I've got that fucking spell, but I never have it prepared because I never. Just... None of my spells ever work on anything, so.
I don't remember if it told us what command to give. I just remember that it said, give it a command.
Man, there's some crazy shit in Tomoe-chan. Just
A snail lord.
these snail lords. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're talking about this as we head south, and you guys are telling me
Mhm.
all these
Yeah,
adventures.
there was a weird woman corpse tree.
Mm,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, that was
Yes.
weird.
It's good that we forgot about that.
Yeah.
that sounds
Yeah.
incredible.
Wasn't it like a god of corn or something?
Do you ever
It was.
do you ever hear
Maybe
people
was,
talk about their
uh,
vacation stories, just sort of around you? Yeah, great.
I don't
That
think
sounds
that's
like
the
a
kind
good
of maze
time.
that Beth's likes.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it was like an ancient god of corn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Tony doesn't
once-
believe you guys.
once
I remember the
revered-
dumbest shit.
Yeah, once revered as the hairy mother goddess of corn. I don't know why they had to call her out as hairy.
Like
But-
C-O-R or K-H-O-R-N?
No, not like the blood god from Warhammer 40.
Okay.
This is like legit like corn. Like
Okay.
Hair for the
Nice.
hair god.
That explains
Yeah.
the hair though, because it has that.
Corn
like-
for the corn
Yeah,
god.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the silks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a picture of it, Tony, just so you can have nightmares.
Sweet. Love a visual.
There you go. There's your god of corn.
God of corn, boy.
Dude.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah, I think we only got past that because Yambi could, like, charm plants for some fucking reason.
Yes.
'Cause
True.
she's Yambi.
We would have been fucked.
But there was another path we could have gone down, but somebody blew up the fucking tunnel.
I mean, I was trying to save
I
people
mean,
who wouldn't run away.
You made it so much worse for us.
this is
Yes,
like the classic.
but now
Fest.
I know
I mean,
not to throw large balls of force
Then
underground.
again, it also wouldn't have been so bad if Yambi hadn't, actually did something.
The way I remember it, we either needed to fight, all of us, or run away, all of us. Yambi tried to run away, and then convinced us all to run away, and then she went back. For
Yeah.
Goldwyn.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's the long and short of it.
Yep.
That
So we
fucking
kind of
invisible
all got
god
stuck
wasn't
in the
even that difficult.
The what?
The invisible monster thing that was attacking us?
not when we all fought it. The
Yeah.
thing is, we all have to either run or fight. And
Yeah.
You're talking about the guy that was following you, like the big that.
Yeah, the blue guy that
who
killed my
like
fucking
and who
snake.
like started like reforming and shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
did more
he's gonna be
damage to
there again.
myself than it did to me.
Wow, Tomoe-chan
Oops.
sounds like a lot more fun than FefQuest was.
That's your fault for being gone.
That's true. I only
Yeah,
have
but
the
you
best
got
time of
story
my
to tell,
real
man.
life tell. That's
But you're
true.
famous now.
And you guys still don't really know what happened on FefQuest, so that's fine.
No, we know some weird shit happened.
Nope.
Actually,
Actually,
why
now
not?
the more I think about it, FefQuest is pretty great. So
The
it's fine.
the image of Feth is broken on my Roll-20.
You know what? I bet that's because.
How so?
Yep. That's my fault. That's definitely my fault.
How dare you?
So what
How
happened?
dare you.
What happened was I ran out of space on Roll-20, so I had to delete all my.
Purge.
Yeah. So.
Okay. The next day of travel, as you guys push forward, is very, very hot. You guys have excess
What a
water, so
surprise.
you'll be okay. But it's very hot. It's gonna rain a little bit as well. But largely the day is easy and is chill. So I will advance you guys on the map. However, as you come to make camp for the evening, you hear
Cross giants.
you hear like a rustling and a murmuring of words in
It's a water elemental.
Fuck.
in the jungle nearby. So like I imagine at this point like camp is starting to be set up. Faust has, I don't know if Faust has put up the dome yet. That's sort of up to you. But in general, like there is something moving at the periphery of the camp, and it's muttering what sounds like words.
Yambi, go investigate.
I thought we were javelin.
Don't do that. I catch it. I try to catch it.
No.
You miss.
Yeah, your shit misses horrendously. What do you guys want to do? It seems to be like moving about the periphery of the camp, and it's raining, it's dark at this point, so it's not easy to see at all. Your vision is partially obscured or whatever.
I think the first thing I do is sort of mentally try to recap if it's the Ulu Thalong, because rain plus stuff I can't see out in the forest.
Oh, divine sense.
No trumpeting though, so that's good.
Yeah, none of that shit.
I don't remember.
Yeah. As you
Swear to God.
so you hear this muttering going on, and you reach out with your divine sense, and you're getting a very strong reading. It's
Fuck you.
a wizard.
Fuck you.
It's a fiend.
It's good.
Still
It's
my
good.
favorite joke. I don't know why.
hate you.
I wake up every Sunday waiting to hear that.
What's crazy is I don't. Every single session, Lucia uses that fucking spell, that ability, and I
Look,
always.
it's gonna be useful one of these days.
It has been useful a couple times. Like
That's
it
true.
was useful for the Lich, right? That gave you the impression that she was undead. However, as you continue scanning, and you scan past your beacon of fiendish energy that is your lizard, and you scan towards where the murmuring is coming from, you do get a reading, and it seems like whatever is at the edge of the camp is undead.
We got undead. Of some sort. I don't know what.
Well, that doesn't mean you have to throw your javelin at that.
Look, it's evil. Wait.
You're evil.
Yes, I was just gonna say that.
Your whole
Wait,
shtick.
remind me, out of character, what was the Lich's name?
Sarah.
Something Shadow Mantle?
No, the lady.
Thick roll.
Valindra? Does
Valindra.
sound right?
Yes.
Valindra, is that
It is
you?
Valindra Shadow Mantle.
I don't think it's gonna be your.
Valindra.
As
You really
you
think she'd be stalking around the camp if it was her?
She might want to murder us.
as
Fucking
you-
dog, please.
as you call out to Valindra, she responds. She's like, "Hey, it's me." No. As you call out, you're the only person that understands it because you have some experience with like Old Amuan. This thing is murmuring in Old Amuan, and you can barely hear a trace of it. You hear this whatever it is on the edge of the camp say, "Forsaken followers of Ubtao." And it seems like it's saying that in your direction. Specifically, like as you look out and hear it, you're looking out to where you can hear the murmuring, and right in between where you are and where the murmuring is coming from sits Azure Feathers on the Crimson Mountains.
I'm gonna get bolted. Guys, fireball, me. Hey, you know what would have been great?
It
One
wants to
more
kill
level. Evasion would have been real. Oh well.
Oh boy.
Anyway, it was a good run, everybody.
It wants to kill you.
Huh?
It wants to. Would I know enough Old Omuan to be able to speak it, or just kind of understand it?
You could, I mean, at this point, given you've seen it in a variety of, I think you could at least try. I don't know, like we should do some sort of check to see like how well you're actually able to speak it.
All right.
History check?
I think history would fit.
Definitely performance.
Well, first I'm going to say what I want
Intimidation.
to say, and then
Yeah.
I will roll, and then we'll
Yeah.
see how badly I fucked it up.
Yeah, and see
I'm
which words
trying
you
to raise
mistranslated.
my voice and very seriously, in a commanding tone, yell, "Announce yourself! What is your purpose here?" And
Okay, you say it. Yeah, you say it absolutely flawless, and everybody like looks at you like, "What the fuck language is that?"
That sounds familiar.
The as you say that, a figure appears out of the rain, sort of silhouetted in the rain. It is not invisible like the Uluthalong was. As it comes in, you can see that it is what appears to be like an armored warrior, dark of skin, clearly a Chultan, holding a big scimitar. But you can see it, instead of like a normal mouth, it has like sharp teeth coming out of it. It's got a long smile to it, and you can see it, sword in hand, approaching behind Azure Feathers.
behind Beth?
Yeah, because like I said, like you are here, Feth is here, the other guy's on the other side.
And you're shouting in a weird language I kind of recognize, or at least has some trace elements of Chultan. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Back to common. Theth, watch your back. Literally, behind you. 6 o'clock.
I spin around. Like,
Okay, and you, Feth, you are the closest, so you see exactly what it is. It is a white.
Father? Oh.
I'm assuming I can see this at this point, right?
Yeah, especially like as what's about to happen happens. Feth, as you turn around, the sword from this thing in one hand, a claw comes out from its other, and it reaches at your backpack. Or actually, wait, your oar has a symbol of Ubtao on it, right?
Yeah, it's got a little maze on
Like
it.
a little maze on it.
Mhm.
It's going to try and grab your oar.
I also have a Chewinga statue on my belt loops.
I think
The
it's
oar.
like any.
Yeah, I just was giving you a hint as to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking the Chewinga statue, but I think the oar is probably more prominent.
Definitely a magical item with Ubtao's face on it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So this thing is right behind you. It grabs your, it grabs your oar, and it's going to try and yank it out of your hand.
I would like for it to not do that. So
let's do like a opposed athletics check.
not a grapple thing, huh? Okay, cool. Let me find my character.
You could. I suppose like there's reasons why you would be able to like maybe like twist it
do
out
a
of its hand
sweet
or something.
twirl. All right, great.
Yeah, like with some acrobatics. Or something.
Acrobatics. It will be. I got
Okay,
a 21.
yeah, so-
Okay, great.
So this thing grabs your oar, and you are able to like twist out from underneath it, and
I think
pull your oar away from it.
we're both holding it, and I just like propeller it and then jump in the air and spin in the air so that its arms get tangled,
Mm-hmm.
and then pull that out. Do a sweet backflip.
Yeah, and as you do that, and you're standing right in front of it, it moves to lunge at you and attack you with the scimitar. Let's just roll for initiative. We're gonna do this in theater of the mind. We don't need a fucking.
No,
22.
I was gonna try and channel divinity and control
Where's
it.
my turn thing? Oh, there it is. It's already up there.
You could
Sorry,
still
I
do
need-
that.
Oh,
with a 6.
you sons of bitches! You ain't let me clear my initiative tracker before you rolled.
Sucks to be
It's
you.
empty for us.
Yeah, it's empty for us.
Oh, because it's on the other.
Hey.
I mean, we do have tokens in the top right,
Yeah.
so
All
we can
right.
make those
Can
first.
I re-roll?
Yeah. No, you can't reroll.
Fuck.
Let's see here.
Oh yeah. I'll just.
Well,
Putting
that
my
didn't get much
22
any better,
in.
so-
Let me see here. This. Just gonna throw a token out.
Hmm.
Meh.
You guys are gonna kill it before I try to control it.
It's just, I mean, it's just, it's just one white. It's not like it's.
It's just a single CR3 thing.
Yeah, but I want something to work for once.
Okay, so. Boom. That's fine. Feth, what do you want to do? We're missing one person. Faust, I'm gonna punch you in. You got it. You got it. You got
Yeah,
it.
me snapping.
Wait, what CR would we be?
Yeah. Fuck Yambi. We'll deal with her somewhere else. If you guys want some heals, she'll just go at the end of the round. Like, we'll just have her go last.
No,
Yeah.
I'll go last.
I think I'll
Just realized I was muted. Sorry.
No, no worries.
When you were like, "You're not on the initiative," and I'm like, "I got it." And you're
I'll
like,
smack twice.
"Oh, you got it."
Okay. So as you whip around and yeah, you smack it twice.
My blessed quarter staff of Ubtao deals 15 bludgeoning damage.
I'm
Lovely.
surprised you haven't renamed it yet.
That's a good point.
I mean, you got the Moon Shetty or whatever.
Yeah, the Nightlight Moon
Nightlight
Shetty.
Moon.
Yeah,
Give it a stupid name too.
I should. I'll
Ooptor.
workshop it. I'll punch it one more time. I'm like thinking about names for my staff as Nisia's given this excellent suggestion to me, and then I just punch it, cold cock it in the face with my left hand.
Oobtor, Jesus.
I was
That
definitely
is
going.
so bad.
I was definitely going Ortao, Orteo, Ubteor,
Chow, that's a good movie that I saw recently on Netflix.
What's that?
Yeah, Netflix just made a movie called Tao
Oh.
about
Oh,
AI.
I haven't watched it. I watched it.
Tao. Wait, like monk, like
I think it's TA.
It's yeah.
Like the towel.
I end my turn, by the way.
Okay, cool. Faust, you see all this happen. You see Feth rip the ore away, turn around, smack the hell out of the thing a couple times. What do you want to do?
Well, shit. What do I have prepared? Yeah, there's really only one good
Not
thing
without someone.
that I could do.
I had to reload it.
Oh.
Dueling stance. We got a second level magic missile into its chest.
Okay.
Quick, climb onto Born.
Where is Vorn? Should I?
He's
it should
around.
be
He's
nearby?
around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Voltron.
Vorn, get him away from my cat. Feth. Get him away from my Feth.
I'm so insulted. I'm not, Faust. I'm not sure if that was racism or sexism or both.
Bit of both, I think.
Just for the sake of
Whatever you say, my homie.
just for the sake of brevity, we'll say that Vorn was like a little bit too far away, but he like runs up, doing his
Yeah.
classic ching 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 ching.
Tom Cruise run.
Yeah, exactly. And he's up next to it. He's interposed himself between the beast and Feth, but that's it. You do 14 damage with your magic missile, dueling stance. And Goldwyn, you are up, right?
Yep, should be.
Do it.
Okay, let's just go for a nice shoot.
Nope.
let's lucky that. Let's lucky that one right there.
Yeah, you almost shot Feth.
Almost.
It's all right.
But no,
Give it a hit.
didn't quite do it.
It's fine. He curved the arrow.
16 piercing damage. If I remember correctly, that's halved on whites.
I believe so. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
My fists are magic, if that makes any difference.
Yeah. I think this thing
You're doing it a
basically
magical fisting.
this thing has a single-minded focus in its eyes. It takes a bunch of aura hits, magic missiles, and whatnot. You can see in its face that it has this tremendous hatred for Feth and for the idols that she's holding. So it just it does its life drain thing. So this is on you, Feth.
Okay.
Is Vor not in the way?
I mean, it's close enough that they're all there, so it can just walk around Vorn without taking an attack of opportunity and do the thing.
I do take 6 damage.
Yeah.
But I save for my drain.
Okay, cool. And then it also makes so it drains your life with one thing, and then it pulls its longsword up above it with 2 hands, and it brings it down on you. Second attack and misses.
Miss. Yeah.
As the you're sort of facing it, right? And you said you have the chewinga on your waist.
Mm-hmm.
As it slices down, it goes to reach for the chewinga. It's very obvious that it's trying to grab your chewinga. It can't do it on its turn, but it's obvious that it's making a move for it.
It's like swinging for it. Okay, got it.
Yeah, exactly. Nisia, you are up.
Alright. I think Missy's gonna step up till she can see the thing, and then grab out her amulet and channel divinity to try and control it.
I think my headset just crapped out.
We can hear you. That's weird.
Can you guys hear me?
That was very weird because whatever Vale just said came through my speakers for like a half second.
Weird.
Wild.
Sound card is having some struggles.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you want to try and control this bitch?
Yes.
Okay, what do I have to do? Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to use my inspiration to give it disadvantage.
I hate you. Okay, it fails.
It's so
Finally.
close.
Okay, and its challenge rating is lower than your paladin levels. What do you want to do? What does this look like in your mind?
I imagine she grabs the amulet and with one hand, the other, she points her glaive at them and just says, "Kneel."
And it does. The thing falls to its knees. It drops its long sword, and sort of just falls there, arms at its side, head hung. It is yours to command, I suppose.
That was his name in life, Neil.
That was a terrible joke. That we should not have laughed at that. I mean this thing has submitted to you. As you look at it, you can see it's incredibly damaged. Like incredibly hurt. It has
swing at. No, I don't.
it has literally 1 hit point. Yeah. So what do you want to do with this thing?
Is there any questions you guys want to ask it?
Why did you just try to do that to me?
It instead of responding to Feth, it looks to Nisia for approval first.
Answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. It literally said that. Okay. What was your question again?
Why were you trying to do this to me? Hello?
It looks you in the eye and says, because you follow Ubtao.
Faust, what did he say?
Yeah.
He said, "Ublap de kak ha 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 ha."
Taz mwahaha. You've been following us since then?
Sorry. The rough translation would be fuck Uptao.
Oh. Is that really... Nisia, is that it?
I don't understand what he's saying, do I?
Hell no.
Duh. Can you make
he
him
really
speak
doesn't
common?
like Ubtao.
Does he know common?
No. This.
How long
and
has
as
it been
you,
dead?
You want to ask it that?
I'm asking Nisia to ask it that.
Yeah, and they still asked.
Well, now that it has like the command, you
Are we
can ask
getting-
a question.
Okay, are we
Yeah.
getting Chewbacca language here?
Yeah, exactly,
Okay, great.
exactly.
How long have you been dead?
Are you gargling fast?
Sorry.
Did you bring Listerine into the junk fest?
Of course. Stop mocking me, Ubtao.
Yeah, Listerine chemically is floor cleaner.
Yeah, and it feels great.
Yeah. I have
So does
so
that-
many words to say about that. Holy shit. You know, water is chemically, or air is chemically poison. You can't breathe it. You're not allowed. It's all up to that extra oxygen.
Mostly nitrogen.
Yeah,
True. Facts.
about 70%.
Science.
True.
Science out here.
Yeah, it's a bomb.
You ask it.
chemical.
You ask it how many years it's been dead. It has been dead. It says I have wandered these jungles for over 100 years.
No, I mean, I've seen better 100-year-olds, but... Eek.
Did you serve Ross Nisi?
It looks at you with a face of like confusion. It does not understand like you're talking about.
He doesn't have
And-
the
and-
tattoo.
As you guys look at him, you could make like an investigation check or something, or a history check to sort of like in, I don't know, sort of look at his armor and sort of determine more from there. Like as you guys look at it, his armor is obviously much older than most things you've seen. This appears to be a spirit from maybe the prime days of Omu. You know, maybe back when Omu was a flourishing city.
Why do you hate Ubtao?
Wow. Jinx? I was literally like opening my mouth to say the exact same set of words.
Then it's not Jinx. then.
Faust and Feth say it at the exact same time.
Yeah.
That seems unfair. I technically said it first.
No, she said it first, and I'm just like, she asked a smart question? Holy shit.
You're right. This is out of character. I take it back. I don't say anything.
No, I mean, Faust is impressed. Slightly, kind of.
You ask why it hates Ubtao. It says when Ubtao left, we were alone. Sick trials from trickster gods have led me to this form.
Yeah. You had to pay the price. I'm so sorry for you.
It doesn't say anything. Maybe it flips you off.
All right. Well, I got everything. Well, no, I guess that he has known quite a bit more than I expected a mindless undead servant to know. What's on this
White
mountain?
What'd you say?
What's on this mountain? And I point towards the mountain we are heading towards.
It just looks to like the mountain and says, "The peaks of flame."
Oh, sweet. We can... I pull out my map and just start pointing to areas and being like, where's this? What's here? What's this? What's this? What's this?
For brevity's sake, it clearly has no idea about anything outside of the region of Omu. Like it if you pointed at Tomoa-chan, it could be like Tomoa-chan. You could ask it about Ataz Yakowazi, which is just like a valley. it'll tell you about all the areas surrounding Omu, but once you get past that, it has no idea.
Sweet.
This is a literal old Omuan.
Okay, well. I'm spent. I used my one good question today, guys. Does anybody else have something to ask?
Missy, how long is this, does this thing last?
24 hours.
Huh. That's troubling.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, you did this right about when you were doing camp, so what if you're going to sleep and forget about it?
Has
Oh.
1 hit point. I could
I
kill
mean, I
it
could
now.
also just. Yeah.
Ooh.
Are we done with it?
Goldwyn, you haven't hit it yet. You should probably get a swing at
No,
it.
that's my arrow. That's sticking out of its forehead right there.
Oh, that's right. I
No,
thought that
I'm
missed.
the only one who hasn't hit him.
That's weird. I was certain that missed somehow. My head hurts. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry,
Nah.
Goldwyn.
And just a really lucky shot. I was feeling a bit drowsy, and boom.
Yeah.
Well, if we're done with it,
Coup de grace?
snap your own neck.
It literally just like turns its head around and falls dead in front of you.
Does that work on an... I don't... You should be careful with that, Nisya, because I don't think that would work 100% of the time on undead things.
No, probably not, but it was really wounded, so.
It was very effective this time, yes. I agree.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. The thing dies, and as it falls to the ground, you sort of body break up as this it's like mostly sort of like a spiritual being, so you see like pieces of its form sort of flutter away on the
Nisya, I don't
on the
feel
wind.
so good.
I was just thinking about that. I think that's
a
the
large
first time
purple
you guys-
a large purple man with a golden gauntlet steps out from the jungle.
and bans half of Reddit. Yeah, it's no big deal.
Also, I think that's the first time anyone in the party has seen Nissi do that, too.
What?
Yeah, I think that's the first time you've ever successfully.
I mean, she's tried it before,
Mm.
but people might have just assumed she was doing something stupid.
I assume
Didn't work
I
until
don't
then?
understand any magic shit, so yeah, you're all doing stupid shit until something works.
Good.
Faust, you're muted if you're trying to speak to us.
No, he's
Stepped away.
He's
He's
dead.
dead away
Okay,
for a second.
he's dead. Good.
He's dead, Jim.
He's dead.
Faust died.
A white died. He hated nope. Tao very much.
Yeah, I mean, I think the main takeaway is that this white was left over from Omu, clearly has a very strong hate for Ubtao, and what it said was important about the trickster gods. Sick trials of what did it say? Sick trials of trickster gods have led me to this form.
Maybe we should have asked him more about the trickster gods. Oh well.
Too late now.
Its body is face down, but the head is facing up. Like, maybe we should have asked him more questions.
Actually, maybe extrapolation on trials and what they might have entailed and how to prepare for them would have been very intelligent things to ask. Oh well.
Far outside of Feth's domain.
If only Yambi were here.
Oh yeah, I don't think Yambi would like that.
Yambi's in the back.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess we should rest for tonight, and then tomorrow we head back into the mountain.
Back to Port Nansara.
Yeah.
Got face.
No.
Well, we're 3 days outside of Ubtao. I guess pack it in. Let's go back. Oh yeah, I guess 3 days outside of Fethland.
Fethquest,
You
yeah.
said Ubtao.
You did say Ubtao.
Did I say 3 days from Ubtao?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Well, you guys
Well,
are
I
gonna meet
guess
your
Beth will
mate.
be happy.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not my maker.
Yeah, true. Well, I mean, shit.
We don't want to meet my maker. we really don't want to meet Dendar.
Not a super chill guy.
Well, you guys don't. I do.
Facts. Facts. Okay. Let's see what happens on the next day. You guys go to bed, and let's see. Next day, gonna be chill. It cools down a little bit, but as it cools down, it gets more humid, and it shouldn't rain as much today, but it should be a relatively mild day in the Chilton Jungle. And in general, the day, this day goes fine. Nothing crazy really happens.
Okay.
Should I have moved you one more down?
This day, yes.
I think we actually should have been 5 down.
And just totally skipped over Feth's house.
Just right to Omu. Right.
Yeah, just scoot right there.
I mean, yeah. If the, I do not want people to like. I feel selfish having a side quest. So if we want to skip to
we're doing
Omu-
Feth quest.
Okay.
I mean, my
I want to
character arc's
collect-
going to be in fucking Olmu, so I don't mind.
Goldwyn, did you have some side quests you want to do before we get to Omu, or?
No, my business is in Omu.
I guess technically so's mine, but okay.
Okay. The next, like I said, the next day goes fine on travel. So that would have been what, day 106?
Yep.
Okay. I actually, on my tracker, we should be one more further down.
Okay.
Okay, so like Feth, tell me a little bit about like as you come to the camp, right? You know that tomorrow you should get back to, you know, your home or whatever. Like, is Feth feeling okay about this? Is there like?
I don't think she really knows what to expect. She doesn't remember anything, other
Except
than
for azure feathers.
yeah, on this like. She remembers the image she has in her head. The first conscious memory she has are these blue feathers on top of like blood-stained clay and rock and an eruption in the sky. Like that's it. That's all she's got. And then it's like after that, it's like darkness for a long time, and then it's being on a ship, and like you know, it's being a kid in probably Port Nyanzaru as an orphan for a little bit until she gets on a ship.
Well, remember, we did determine that Barnaby was the one who found you.
That's right. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So probably your memories sort of go from that traumatic experience to jumping forward to like some time in the port, growing up with Barnaby a little bit, then
cobbling,
then
learning how to cobble, then trying to make a way for myself, and then
exactly
becoming an alcoholic. So
why was there a shoemaker this far out in the jungle?
we don't know.
So close to Omu.
We don't know.
Well,
He's making Yuan-Ti shoes. That's why.
Most UNT don't even have feet.
No, incorrect.
No.
Out of.
Oh.
Oh.
I need to have some words with him then.
He's having you for dinner.
I think the reason that Barnaby would say, right, is that like Barnaby is like the shoe guy in Port Nyanzaru, and like he used, when he was younger, he used to go on expeditions deep into the jungle to find exotic ingredients and stuff. You know, so you could make Commandant shoes or fucking Al Mirage slippers or whatever, you know.
Which we have done.
Yeah, which we have done, following in Daddy's footsteps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think her emotional state, though, at the moment is very much like she's not sure what she's going to find. Obviously, this is a traumatic experience. She probably doesn't want to face it. She's probably just as like, you guys don't want to go, we don't need to do this, right? And then every time she does, Faust is like on her, because I think Faust is as invested in this as she is. I might be wrong. You tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
why, why Faust?
I think it's, I don't know.
It's partially curiosity and partially because Feth is the only one that Faust not trust in the jungle, but Feth is the only one that hasn't tried to murder, arrest, betray, or abandon Faust.
I get it.
Or get convicted. Yeah.
So partial self-preservation, partial kind of friendship, partial fascination.
It's like when you know your friend. It's like when your friend's like trying to get out of doing a job interview, and you're like, "No, go do it. What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, yeah. It's as altruistic as Faust can be. Being
to know.
that he was not a very altruistic person to begin with, and has been hardened by the jungle.
I would not be.
Also, yeah, he
surprised
is kind of the friend that's like, yeah, no, you need to go do that job interview. You just need to do it,
Yeah.
and then buy me dinner with your new money.
Seth won't have money. I don't think. Maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised if Faust was hoping there's something magical that'll get out of this whole
Oh,
too.
definitely. Literally everywhere we go, he's like, maybe there's gonna be some of the magic. You know, maybe some scrolls.
To be fair, so's
Maybe.
Tony. Just like, I'm just in there like, maybe there'll be magic.
Okay, let's see what the weather is like on day 107, right?
Yes.
Snow.
So it's like this is sort of like a crazy omen, right? Is like as you wake up on this day, Feth, where you know you're supposed to get to where you want to go.
Mhm.
As you wake up to the sound of just pouring rain. And as you walk out of the dome, you realize it is oppressively hot this day. It's like the jungle itself is conspiring to keep you away from your place.
I imagine the closer we get to these mountains, the worse, probably, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And I think like the only thing that you can see all of it is like in the far distance you can barely see plumes of ash rising off the top of the mountain, but everything else is just like very obscured.
What about smoke? And is it over land? Could you perhaps describe it as a land of ash and smoke?
Damn you. Damn you. He's reading the map over here. No, you're not in the land of ash and smoke. That's let's
Oh,
There you go. Nothing like a delayed reaction joke right there.
I thought it was like a Game of Thrones thing, to be honest.
So Feth, what do you want to do? You want to charge to the village?
I don't even know there is a village.
Well, yeah, I guess
we want
what
to investigate.
would have used to be.
I guess we want to investigate the mountain. We'll look for a path that goes up. How did we find out about this spot? Barnaby, right?
Barnaby, yeah.
Okay. Guys, I think this is it. I think we have to start going up the mountain, at least a little ways.
Let's see. What smell is coming from Dragon Bait right now?
Oh my
Very
god,
important
I like turn around. Oh my god, you're still with us.
Yeah, they're like, we weren't worried about the white at all. You guys had it. You had it under control. I think you get like a smell of honeysuckle coming off of Dragon Bait, and he sort of comes up to you and he sort of pats you on the back. Artist comes up, puts a hand on his shoulder, and he's like, "Don't worry, we're with you. We'll get through this together."
Artist, what is honeysuckle again? Is it reassurance?
And he looks at you and gives you like a half smile. And he says it's tenderness. He's worried about you.
Ah, tender.
He wants you to be okay.
Okay. And
tenderness or concern. Those are like the...
Yeah, I have in my notes here, and I look down at my notepad. Tar is horniness, or meatloaf
No, that was
is
meatloaf.
or
That was
meatloaf
meatloaf.
is also maybe horniness. Let's just clear the air on these.
Artist is like, I didn't get a lot of that one.
So what about Tar? What is Tar?
Artist nods. He says that's when he's excited. That's when he's celebrating.
Right, so I was right about that one. Okay, good.
Victory or celebration.
Yeah, and Meatloaf then is just more of that. Okay, got it.
Well, I think Tar would be for after that.
Yeah, Tar is like,
Yeah, got it.
we don't have to go down this road.
Yeah,
Let's not hold our head.
we don't have to. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, what other, like, if there's any other smells you want to ask Artist about, Artist speaks dragon bait.
I think those are the only ones I didn't have written down.
What ones do you have in general?
I'm finding them now because I just scrolled down.
Brimstone, I'm sure.
Ham.
Ham,
Honey.
classic.
It's always ham.
It's always ham.
Poor guy's always confused.
I have I have Violet. Just smells nice.
Wasn't that like fear or something like that?
Probably.
Yes, correct.
Violet is fear?
Violets is danger or fear.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that because they were scared shitless of me.
Lemon, good joy. Ham is nervous. Brimstone, confused. Honeysuckle, tenderness. Tar, horniness. / celebration. Meatloaf, arousal.
Oh god, this game has gone to terrible places, people. How did we end up here?
Who knows? The campaign I run on Sundays just went to a concubine lair where they fell upon a bunch of people having an orgy, but you know, to each their own.
Yeah.
It's not an NC-17 game. It was done tastefully. I just that's where the narration went. I'm sorry.
It shit happens. It's a reality of fantasy life.
Yeah.
So you guys began to start winding your way up the mountain through the oppressive heat and through the heavy rain. It's difficult to tell sort of where you're going, but all you really know is to head up, right? Like the elevation begins to increase as it goes up towards these plumes of ash. So you know to follow the hill vaguely.
I'm gonna stop the party before we get too far.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm very grateful to everyone. All of you. And she like sort of gestures at everybody. I'm very grateful for all you've done for me in the past. Well, for some of you 2 months. For Faust, feels like longer, maybe a year? I don't know. What's 30? Like 3-4 months now.
3 months.
Yeah.
105 days.
7, but yeah, sure.
Really?
You're a wizard. You're supposed to be good at math.
It feels like we've just met. Math couldn't have been more than 106.
I agree. I don't want to take everyone up here with me. Artis, I think it's better if you stay here with Dragonbait and maybe Kilgok and his.
Cool guy's like, holy shit, I'm still here.
Maybe if,
The last 20 days or so were just a blur.
yeah.
Cool guy like snaps out of a daze. He's like, whoa, we're here.
Just stay here. Keep them safe. You have no investment in this.
He like artist will look at you and he'll say, you know, are you sure? We're all here for you if you need us.
I know you're very valuable, but with this terrain and the packs and the mounts, the cart, I feel like it's just better if maybe we set up camp at the base of the mountain and just do a foot trail the rest of the way.
Yeah, and he nods. He agrees. The smell of concern, right, coming from Dragonbait sort of intensifies. He's obviously worried about you going off on your
I
own,
make
sort of up the mountain.
very solid eye contact with Dragonbait, and I say, Dragonbait, You can tell me. Dragon bait.
Oh no.
Listen to me, Dragon bait. If this is the GM telling me this is a mistake, it's okay. Violets, Dragon bait. Violets now.
As you get very close, you begin to smell meatloaf coming out.
I step away.
just a tinge of meatloaf in the back of the honeysuckle.
Okay, I
smell like meatloaf with tartar sauce.
think I'm okay with my decision then.
It is a disgusting meal pairing, both of you.
And they began to sort of promptly set up camp. Artist will come up to you and he'll say, if that's what you want us to do, we'll help guard the turtle guy. What's his name again? I haven't talked to him one time.
I have literally never said 2 words to him. Every time I try, Yambi's like borking. I don't know.
Yeah. I think the only thing we've ever said to him is stop fucking.
Why did we let her bring him along?
Stop fucking our cleric, okay?
because Yambi gets her way. That's pretty much it.
I mean, we could have just sent him back to Port Yanzara. We found him not too far away from.
I don't think
he's
he
there
can't.
because
the black mark.
And Yambi is not going back to Port Yanzara after this. She's up there in the years, so she's going to go have babies at the snout of Omgar.
We didn't ask him if he wants to come along. For all we know, she kidnapped him.
And I mean, she
frankly, I don't
like,
care.
And
she was like, "Quillgok, you're coming with. All right,
yeah,
let's go."
She grabbed him and she's like, "You're gonna come with me to the other side of the peninsula. We're going to fuck to death."
Literally. Turtle life.
We're turtles.
Till death
Yes.
do
And
one
he's
of us
like,
apart. Yeah.
Well, I don't have anywhere else to go because I'm banned from Port Nyanzaru.
Didn't we fix that problem though?
Yes, but he was already gone. He was already like 3 days out, so.
Well, what was the point of us fixing the problem then?
So that he could, like, live free of fear, basically. Without, fear of retribution or whatever.
There was no point.
It really was just Yambi trying to do a nice thing for her lover, I guess. It seems like lover is like an understatement.
Is this red line dragon?
Yeah,
that's
that's the
where you
dragon.
saw the dragon flying by.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the same one I saw in FethQuest 1.0?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I'm just stalling for in case that wasn't obvious.
I don't know that, like,
She has to be here for this bit?
I don't know that she necessarily has to be here for this bit. I'm gonna...
Okay, Yambi, you stay down here too, and if you feel like coming up later, go for it. And I start heading up.
Okay. We'll say, like, we'll give Mai the option. If she shows up in the next few minutes, she'll be here. If not, she's with Quillgok in the camp.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you guys begin climbing the mountain after this moment, and you sort of part ways from the rest of the group. Is Vorn coming with?
I shrugged. Faust?
Maya's getting on right now,
Okay.
so
Faust,
she should be here any minute.
are you going to
Also,
Master
Faust still
Blaster?
muted.
Did you finish the saddle?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I did.
Well, then I am going to be master. And
Wait,
the
is it-
blaster shall follow.
It's not done yet, right? I thought it was gonna be done when you get to Omu.
I think that's what you said.
Yeah.
Well, you said it was 3 days.
And you also disassembled the cradle in order to make it into Master
That
Blaster.
I did do.
Yeah. Okay,
So he's gonna have to hold me.
I don't have a timeline.
Simba.
he just Simba carries you everywhere he goes.
Did Vorn just become Rafiki? Just like...
Halloween. It's like it's pouring rain, so he's just like literally holding you up in the rain, like
Simba.
Hey, at least his
Rain
feet
down
aren't doing
intense,
well.
like-
Simba.
Okay, well,
remember
so-
who
Battle!
you are.
Charge!
So since Mai is about to get on, we will give her like a moment here
Yeah.
so she can be here for the beginning of it.
30 seconds.
We are so gonna get to Omu today, guys. It feels so good.
Yeah.
We're
I
so
don't
gonna do it.
believe you.
We're so gonna get there.
We're gonna like find a magical portal in his basement. It's gonna like send us to a different plane of existence, and we're gonna have like a whole story arc over there.
We're just gonna do like a Mordenkainen's themed like plane hopping adventure, just a bunch of gith and
Yeah.
shit, you know. What are the hippo people called again?
GIF.
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 Yeah.
Huh.
The correct
Okay,
way
so
of
we've got-
pronouncing
so
an
we've got-
internet image, moving image.
So you're saying we have GIF, Gith, and Githzerai or something?
Githzaraki, yeah.
Yeah.
Githyazaki. Gith teriyaki.
Get teriyaki.
Gith Yankee. I think it's actually Gith Yankee. I might be wrong.
Gith Yankee and Githzari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you say it? Anybody?
Gith
Yankee and Zari.
Yeah.
Okay. Yankee and Zari. Good. That sounds like a bad D&D pair.
Yep.
It is.
Yes. It
That
is.
is actually exactly what it is.
That's
Yep.
that's accurate.
So fun fact, there was police training going on in like the mall that the fucking buffet was in. So there for like another half an hour because they were doing like.
Don't hear
Oh.
a single.
It's good. It's good to have my back,
Robotic.
right, guys?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mai, you're pretty robotic right now.
my, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
It's bye.
She's coming back. It's gonna happen. We're gonna get there.
Anything that's in my way, it's gonna happen.
Hi.
Let's just do this for now until I
Yeah.
can figure out what
Yeah.
fuck my internet is now
Sounds good.
fucked up.
Mai, we're on a
So-
mountain. Yambi's coming with us.
Volcano.
We're on a crimson mountain,
It is presently not crimson, but it is on fire.
searching for azure feathers.
Yeah,
Also, this is kind of a weird place for a village on a volcano.
You'd be
well,
surprised.
ask the people of Pompeii.
Yeah.
That was at the base of the volcano. Not on the volcano.
Eh,
Well, ask any of the people in Hawaii in this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Bond villain.
Yeah. Ask a Bond villain. True.
Or you could ask me. Ask Feth.
Yeah.
Beth, why are
Um,
you a Bond villain?
So
Or
I think,
or the minion of a Bond villain?
I think like as you guys begin ascending up the mountain and you sort of see the faint light of the campfire where Artis and Dragonbait and Quilgok and Deadly Treasure are hanging out sort of fade into the rain and humidity. You sort of wind up the mountain for a couple hours and you reach a point where the jungle begins to thin out as it goes up sort of into the volcanic mountain. Feth, it sort of hits you like a wave of memories coming back. Like as you emerge at the edge of the jungle, you're sort of flooded with memories of your childhood. Like you sort of see like young Tabaxi children like playing playing with like a ball
Superimposed
like around.
images in my mind, like
Yeah, exactly. And you're like seeing these like outlines of like tribal huts and stuff. And you can see even like the foundations of some of these huts still lined on the ground. But in general, as you come to this area with the pouring rain, it's like very much like a ruin. There's not a lot of life here, and in fact, as you move into it, Feth, you begin to see bones. You begin to see Tabaxi skeletons, not only of adults, but also of young Tabaxi children and stuff. And as you move more into what used to be your village at the foot of this mountain, there are a lot of them. Like there are skeletons and ruined huts and maybe a few stone ruins, but mostly like Tabaxi makes stuff out of wood with a little bit of stone components. But in general, like you come across like this ruined village with all of these bones of the people that you know that this used to be your tribe. So what do you want to do here?
This is a great question.
And like I said, it's like it's hard to sort of do perception based stuff here because it's raining so hard.
Right.
Like you're very much sort of walking blind, but you're seeing these after images of your village, and you can sort of do whatever you want.
Can I see up? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Can I see into the distance at all, or is it raining so heavily that it's like?
It's raining so heavily that you cannot see into the distance.
Okay.
I think what is it? I think it's like it's raining so hard that you have disadvantage on perception checks.
Wow, rough day to be on the mountain.
Anyone got an umbrella?
I've just
that doesn't help with the rain out there.
Can I find my house?
Yeah, I think given as your memories flow back, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like when I almost interrupted you right there. I was gonna say, like, as you sort of move through this like almost like this graveyard, right? You eventually come across this ruined foundation of what used to be your home. Yeah.
I think I just sift through the rubble a little bit.
So as you move towards your hut, and you sort of walk to the threshold, the entrance would have been previously. It's just a simple, like, it's a simple stone foundation for like what would have been a round wooden hut like long ago, right? So it's not a big building by any means. But as you walk and you're about to step up onto the wooden or under the stone foundation, sort of walk onto what would have been the floor, you hear like a thwip, and an arrow lands right in the ground in front of you, and it's sort of vibrating. It's clearly like a message, like, don't take another step forward. And yeah, like it comes like over your shoulder, lands right in front of you, and it's sticking. Still vibrating.
So it's like towards the house. I spin around to sort of see who's. Hello.
Do a perception check with disadvantage. And I think the rest of you can sort of see what has happened. Like, I imagine you guys are giving like Feth like a little bit of space.
I am so overwhelmed by this emotional. There's just water in my eyes. Definitely not tears. You guys, not crying. Definitely rain.
It's raining on your face.
It's raining on everyone's face.
So Feth, the arrow lands in front of you, raining in the. You whip around and try to spot where it came from, but it's raining so hard that you can't spot anything. But all of you hear the voice that comes out, and the voice sounds like a little bit like Feth's, like all Tabaxi in this game too. And it basically
original
you hear the
content,
voice
do not
out,
steal.
and it says, "You tread on hallowed ground, trespassers."
I am Azure Feathers on the Crimson Mountain. Show yourself plainly.
And you hear from a distance, like near the edge of the jungle, you hear like a thump, like something has dropped out of a tree. What do the rest of you do as you see this go on, and you hear this thing proclaim you as trespassers?
Yeah, immediately go into dueling stance, and then do nothing.
I mean, they're not wrong. We are trespassing. So.
Okay,
Nissia,
so,
Yambi, Goldwyn, anything?
Yambi's going to sanctuary Feth really quick. Just be like, don't do anything stupid.
Golden's gonna pose like he's doing nothing wrong, like, it's fine, no weapons here, he says, with the daggers and rapiers and bow slung over his body.
And as you guys sort of do that, a figure emerges out of the rain from near where you heard it drop from the tree, and you hear like wet footsteps in the mud and the dirt as it comes towards you. And emerging out of the rain is a Tabaxi male with a bow drawn. He's got weapons on his hip, and he has a large headdress on his head filled with azure feathers.
This motherfucker killed my whole village. No.
So I'm gonna shoot you guys a handout.
Okay.
Imagine that the feathers are blue.
Okay.
Bag of nails.
Bag
What
of
the
nails.
f-
Damn it! I should have said azure feather. No, green feathers, verdant feathers on the Crimson Mountain. No. I reach out towards Faust and just like push his wand down. Hail, friend! We do not mean you. Faust! We do not mean you any. Faust! We do not mean you any harm. Faust!
And
Making it very difficult to aim.
he like is walking towards you with like a level of confidence. Like he can point it at you, but he has his bow drawn, and he's walking towards you with a confidence and a gusto to him. So what do you say?
I say we mean you no harm, friend. I'm sorry. We came to see the gravesite of my parents.
He walks up to you, and you can see more clearly what you see in the handout. And he says, "You have wandered far into the jungle, to come to such a place."
It was
And
a
he
pit stop.
he begins like studying your face, and and you can see it sort of clicks, and he says, "You are from here."
Yeah. Yes. Does he have similar markings to me? Is he possibly from the same tribe?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Without any sort of check, you can see that there is very much a resemblance between the two of you.
How much?
And any of the rest of you can also see this. Like they have similar like stripe patterns or whatever. He
How
doesn't
old
look
does
to
he
be
look?
like your brother or
Okay,
anything,
okay.
or like anything ridiculous like that. It's not like a Luke and Leia situation
Good,
right
'cause
now.
I didn't think I had any siblings, but that's okay.
As far as I know, you don't.
Good.
So,
Good to know.
no,
How old is he,
and as he comes closer, you can see he's got more of a gaunt face than Feth does. His skin droops a little bit. He's obviously an older Tabaxi. Yeah, he's considerably older than Feth,
Oh,
at least
okay.
twice.
Pardon me. We maybe. You still haven't. Hold on. Did you say anything after I told you we were? What did you say? You said you've come a far way. Yes, it's sort of a pit stop. We have other business in the jungle, but I convinced my friends to let me visit my old home. Why are you here?
He just looks at you and he says, "I lived here. I always have."
Hmm.
And he looks at you sort of pointedly and says, "Unlike you, I did not have the luxury of leaving."
It wasn't by choice, my friend.
And he begins studying you, and he says, "You are the one that the small one took. I remember you."
Well, I'm sorry to say I do not feel the same way of you. Your name, please.
And he tells you his name, Bag of Nails.
Okay. That's fine.
He goes on to explain. He says, "I was a carpenter in the village. That is why they called me Bag of Nails." He's still on his waistband, holds what is very obviously a bag of nails.
Okay. I too have nails. Maybe later we can compare them. I'm not sure where that thought was going. Listen,
The smell of meatloaf wafts on you.
I knew Dragon Bait was a self-insert. I fucking knew it. Bag of nails. Your headdress it's fascinating. Is there somewhere we could... Faust, can your hut Can you do that now? Not in the rain, maybe?
10 minutes.
He very clearly, as you're looking for a place to get out of the rain, he very clearly gestures for Feth to follow him. He doesn't even like acknowledge the rain. So whether you want to follow, it doesn't seem like he cares either way. He's very fixated on Feth.
Right.
That seems
But-
about par
but
for a
as he-
cat. Yeah.
Yeah, as he leads away, you can see that one hut in this village has been rebuilt in the distance and is very clearly together.
Okay, I will track through the rain towards that hut, following him.
What do the rest of you want to do?
When you're closely behind, not follow step for step, but be close enough.
Do you guys want to wait outside the hut, or do you want to go inside?
No,
Wait
outside for me.
Yeah, he's gonna wait outside.
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 Okay.
Although, what does it the hut look like it's made of?
It's a wooden like thatch hut. It is made of like branches and that sort of stuff. It's sort of it's like almost like a can't remember what the
Like
what
a
the
tribal
style
hut.
of- Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a tribal. It's like a tribal hut. It's bent sticks
Thatch.
with like jungle fan leaves over the top. You're
Yard?
laughing.
Like a lean-to?
It's
I'm
just
not
a
going
fucking tribal hut, y'all. Just it's
Yeah,
goddamn
no,
made out of sticks and leaves. Okay.
That's all I was asking. It's like it's not anything super soundproof.
No, there's a thin
No,
layer
no,
of
not
lead.
at all. Yeah, he's
I'm,
put up
uh,
sound insulation
like-
panels on the inside.
It's not like some hut made of like volcanic ash or anything like that.
They walk into another like wizard dome.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna stay outside, but I'm gonna definitely stand in a spot where I can hear what they're saying.
Good luck.
Okay.
with
Near
that
the
fucking
door,
rain.
kind of
But yeah.
up on the door.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll have you do a perception check when they're sort of finished.
Yeah.
To see what you were able to pick up. Because it's
Telephone
fucking
game.
pouring rain outside. You know, it's thunder as well, lightning, the whole shebang.
Very, very frightening.
Yes, very, very frightening.
I will enter the hut and shake off, because I'm a cat, I guess.
Yeah, you guys shake off in unison.
I thought that was a dog.
Yeah.
Beth, as you enter, this whole hut is like a shrine or a memorial of some sort. Like you're seeing on the shelves, there are some skulls of tabaxi. There are candles that are lit on the inside, providing like a nice dim light. You're seeing like lots of beaded jewelry around, lots of things that you like flash back to. Like these are things that your mother would have worn. These are things that you remember your people wearing as you see them. You know, just a lot of reminders of what this place used to be. It's obvious that he's collected them and he's hoarded them through the years. He salvaged what he could.
Sounds about par.
And he sort of indicates to you to like sit down. And there are a couple. Actually, there's only one like pillow for sitting, and he gestures for you to sit in it if you want.
I sit on the floor, but not on the pillow.
Okay, then he'll sit on the pillow, and you guys sort of sit to face each other.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sort of an intense elder figure.
Yeah, I'm getting
so as
that
you sit,
look at his face. Oof.
yeah, and he's just sort of studying you and looking at you as you sit down. He's kind of awkward. He hasn't had a lot of social interaction in a while. So what do you want to say as you come in?
Bag of nails. Nails? Is that okay?
He just shrugs.
I have not been to this village in some time. When I was a little girl, I was taken, as you recall. I've had a troublesome life. I don't remember much of my time here. In fact, the most I've remembered is just coming back into town. But what happened?
He just sort of looks up and he points to one of the things on the shelf is a absolutely massive tooth, like a huge tooth, probably as big as your head. And he says, "What happened here is the work of the King of Feathers." And that's it. And he just gestures to the tooth. You can do a check if you want to sort of identify it. I think it would be nature.
Yeah, if that's something I might have picked up on. It's not going to be great, guys. Ooh, okay.
You recognize it because you fought a few of these things through your travels in the jungles. But this one is much bigger. This is an absolutely massive Tyrannosaurus tooth.
Tyrannosaurus?
Yes.
T-Rex?
Yes.
Okay.
Dragons are feather.
How big we talking? Real quick.
Magically big.
Alright. There we go. Because I have a T-Rex
had that one
upstairs,
back
actually.
Yeah, I had that one back pocket for you, Doug.
I have a T-Rex tooth in my house. I could have provided a scale.
Yes, this. I mean, honestly, that is like what is so astounding about it, right? Is like it is multiple times bigger than you would expect. Because we're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Well,
And T-Rexes.
I can say this quite honestly.
Dungeons and T-Rexes.
Nails, I have considered a lot of things in my lifetime that might have been the cause of this. Some may say a fanaticism or racism against certain species. I did not think dinosaurs. Not even one time. You know they're scaly mostly, right? That like I thought they were all skin.
And he says, "But some are feathered."
This is the worst day of my life. I have so many amends to make. I punched that poor Eric Cochran boy.
Yeah, you flash back to the Eric Cochran that you punched in the face. You work for me now.
To be fair, it was very
That was
effective.
the darkest moment in Feth's entire campaign.
Well, in Feth's defense, dinosaurs evolved into birds. At least the theropods did.
Yep, truth.
So this headdress of yours, this is made of its feathers?
Yeah, and he just like runs his hand through the thing, and you can sort of see these feathers are quite long, and they wave a bit, and he says, "Yes, I have salvaged what I could. The king, he comes back from time to time, but he has not been here in a long while." And he's sort of like, you see him doing like mental math, and he's like, "Months? Years? I do not know anymore. It's been a day."
I should.
And he looks to you, and with a serious look in his eyes, says, "The king, he makes his home in Omu now."
Of course he fucking does.
Yes, and you put all your
Beth,
feathers.
Faust, you distinctly, like, no matter what you hear, the one thing that you're able to hear very clearly is the Omu. Faust on the outside is like, "Omu."
Yes, like gilding lilies or something. We've invested a lot into Omu recently. It's actually where we're headed right now. I think I would very much like revenge for my guild. Sorry, my home.
He nods and he says, "This is my quest as well." And then he literally he reaches forward with like an uncanny speed. He is very, very fast, and he literally grabs you by the like neck, whatever you're wearing right here,
Jerkin.
and he pulls you in
Another
close,
jerkin.
and he
Yep.
By the scruff.
yeah, by the
No.
scruff.
No.
And he pulls you in, and he says, "But the King of Feathers is mine, my kill alone."
Oh. We're going to fight over this, I think.
Cat fight, yes.
There's no way
Mike.
I
That was
could persuade you otherwise in this. Your vindication is strong. Vindiction is strong.
He
Conviction.
has not. He still has
Yeah, that
not
too.
let go of you. And he says, "Should you encounter the king, you will concede the kill to me. It is my destiny." And you sort of see, like, as you pull him in close, you can see there's like a wildness in his eye. He is. It's obvious he's been out here for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
He's a wild cat.
And he hasn't tried to go after it on his own already.
Yeah. He's been preparing for this fight for his whole life.
Yeah, I think the gears are clicking in Feth's head a little bit. So, how long have you been hunting him?
And he finally eases up and sort of sits back and he says, "I have been hunting him since the day he did this." And he sort of, like, indicates, like, and specifically he indicates to, like, the skulls on the wall, right?
I nod
And-
slowly.
Yeah.
It's taken you this long.
He nods and he says, "I was grievously injured in the attack. It took me years to get my strength back. And as you know, if you've made it this far, the jungle is not a kind place. I deal with threats beyond the King of Feathers every day."
What right do you to this claim?
He just says, "I have been here. You have not."
Did I not
It's
lose
my
something too?
He sort of steps back and he says, "Yes, but there's a figure in Tabaxi, like, lore.
How would Feth know?
I can't remember exactly what it's called.
Yeah,
Hold
that's
on,
like an
hold on.
elder figure, I think.
The cat dog or something?
It's
Cat
yeah,
dog?
the cat lord. Yeah, it's just cat dog from Nicholas. He says, the cat lord has led me to this fate. He has guaranteed me the victory. And again, a little bit of wildness, a little bit crazy in his eyes.
Okay. Do I know anything about the Cat Lord? Can I do, like...
You can do a religion check. I don't think you are specifically wrapped up in this religion,
No, I
right?
think this is not really her bag, right? But maybe
Yeah.
I've heard about it from sailors.
Nope.
Nope.
Not her bag of nails.
Yeah, I
not
think-
my
I
bag
think-
of nails.
Not your bag of nails. So this is probably the first you have, like, heard of this cat lord. It makes sense. Like, you can just sort of picture that the cat lord, like, that's like your god or whatever, but beyond that, no connection.
It's a really unimaginative name.
I didn't pick it.
And he perks up. He's like, "Who said that?"
Yeah, your god has a shit name. Mine is unpronounceable sometimes. There's like 3 different ways to say it. Ubteo, Ubtao, Upte.
Upta.
The O is silent in this.
Fucking brutal. Upta.
I see him back down a little bit, and I think that redoubles her efforts. Like, I think she'll stand up, and she'll just, like... I think Feth is confident he is stronger than her. Maybe she's not sure.
Do you want to do an insight to sort of gauge how
What is
strong
his,
he looks?
his give me
I mean,
some
she does also have 4 people outside the
give me some insight.
He is a higher CR.
than I am.
Yes.
So he's above a 6. That's good to know.
You as you stand up, if you try to stand up and flex on, he will stand up and meet your gaze. And as you see, as you look into his eyes, like, you can see, like, he has been working his whole life just to hone his abilities. And you sort of flash back to the arrow precision hitting,
Yeah.
like, right between your feet as you were about to step onto the threshold.
In the rain.
In the rain. So he shot that with disadvantage. This guy has got some serious skills.
Well, the only way you're going to stop me is to come with me. So good luck.
He's not about that. He'll say, I travel these plains alone. The cat lord has promised to kill to me and me alone.
Well, then I hope your god is stronger than mine.
And he sort of scoffs at that. There's a tension in this room right now. You guys are sort of face to face, like sort of chest to chest, like
yeah.
Arguing
There's
about
just
this.
one thing. I really want your hat, and I don't know how I'm gonna get it now.
Punch him in the face and steal it.
I thought of that.
Just let it hand. He won't notice.
He certainly will notice if I steal his hat, and then we will have an angry Super Ranger chasing us.
And he'll sort of like, given this tension, he'll sort of like get in your face a little bit. He'll say, "What do you know of this beast? You have not stalked him for all the years that I have. You know nothing of this beast, and you expect to kill the King of Feathers in his own domain in Omu? Unlikely." And he just scoffs and sort of like half turns away from you, like brushes you off with like a shoulder to the side. You're like, shit, no, I haven't, huh?
No, I guess I didn't think of any of that. Those are actually very valid points.
Thank you.
I sigh. You expect me to just leave here after finding out what happened to my people? After years of not knowing?
He says,
To do nothing about it?
God, what's the word I'm looking at? He says, I
Yes.
commend you. I commend you for... No. Not that kind of game. Only for Kogak and Yambi. He sort of says, I commend you for your initiative to want to slay the king. And he sort of points his finger at you and he says, all I expect is that you concede the kill to me, nothing more. You may track him, you may fight him, but the kill is mine.
Listen, if it's between him and I don't know the situation, but if that happens, I'm going to kill him. If he's like eating me, I will protect myself. Okay?
He looks at you with like a very serious look in his eyes, and he says, "If you kill the king, I will kill you."
Yeah, fair. That's fine. All right.
He's like, shake on it.
No, okay, maybe not. You called my bluff. Well done.
The fun of playing a low intelligence character.
Yes. I think the argument has like escalated quite a bit. He is like, he sort of gives you the indication like okay, like we've come to terms, like I'm not gonna fight you right now, but I certainly don't like you, and he sort of is giving you like the body language, like get out of here. You can press him, you can do whatever you want with him, but the instinct here is that you guys are not getting along, and that he probably wants you to get out of here.
Tell me, Nels, do you have a fixation?
He says, this much is obvious. No?
I agree.
And he indicates around, he's got like a fucking blue headdress, like in T-Rex tooth, skulls, all the remainders of his village.
It seems to me that you will do anything to get to your fixation.
He nods.
I have known this feeling myself. All right. If we see this king, we shall avoid it.
He nods. Good.
If I do so, would you leave me with a gift? My fixation has been a single feather from that beast.
He will look at you and he'll say, if you will concede the kill to me, then I will happily part with one of the king's feathers. And he plucks one from the side of his headdress, brings it down to you. It is long. It's bigger than any of the other feathers that you have.
I reach forward and offer my hand in like a deal.
Yeah, and as you reach for the feather or the deal or whatever, he pulls it back and he says, "The kill is mine." And then he hands it to you.
The kill is yours. And I shake his hand and take the feather.
And he nods. And honestly, like I think he does that, and he just turns away and begins like adjusting things on his shelves, and he like pulls some stuff out of his pockets and begins putting them away. Like he thinks like this is over, and he expects you to leave.
Yeah, I think as soon as I have the feather, I turn around and leave. I don't even wait for him.
And then like all the rest of you see Feth emerge as the shitty wooden door closes behind. You can see the faint light and the faint insides of this thing. Why don't you do a perception check, Faust, at this point with disadvantage?
Alrighty.
You were able to follow along with the tone of what was going on. Like you distinctly heard the word Omu, and you heard things get heated and then sort of dissipate. And that's really as much as you got.
And then I storm out,
Yeah.
tucking something like under my jerkin, and then storming off into the village.
All I heard was a bunch of meowing. I thought they spoke common, but apparently not.
We do.
Oh shit! I said that out loud.
I'm going to start digging through the rubble near my house for like a necklace or some jewelry that might be relevant that he hasn't snatched up yet. It's unlikely, but
Yeah, why don't you do what check would be best for this? I feel like investigation isn't one.
seems fair. I mean, she's not. I don't expect her to be very good at it, so.
Yeah.
Oh, 14 though.
As you search through the rubble, you're not able to find like any like intact like pieces of jewelry or anything, but you do find like a broken idol, like under the mud. It's sort of like propping up. It looks like it sort of looks like the carvings of like the Egyptian god Bast, like the sitting cat image, but it's broken and it's chipped. It's obvious it has been through some shit, but it is like an idol of some sort.
I give it a wry look. Faust will probably want to look at this. Fine. And then I start heading back down the mountain.
Well, and I should have said this too. Like, I think as you pick it up, like you probably have like a flashback, right, of like your mother, like praying in front of this idol, like this was an important object to her.
This exact one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's this is in your house, right?
Yeah. I do another once over for like a necklace. Yeah. Go ahead.
Like as you dig through the rubble and stuff, like you probably find some bones as well.
I just sort of gather them together and put them in one corner as good I can. I don't even know how to
they're
bury
broken and smashed.
Yeah, I don't even know how to bury my own people. It's so sad. I'm like,
It's more like bone fragments,
Don't even know how to honor my dead. Okay. I start heading back down the mountain. I don't think I wait for anybody either. Like, I'm sure people probably followed me though. I don't know. What are you guys doing?
Nothing else to do up here.
Yami's getting her plants watered.
Yep.
She sure is. Happy plants on the back.
And the toad.
And the toes.
Oh yeah, Billy Bob Thornton.
Yep.
That toad's gonna outlive Yambi.
The toad's gonna outlive all of us.
Literally, like the only person who survives the TPK is gonna hop out of like Omo and be like on its happy way.
Yeah,
When the
Fireball
next
does
party,
78 damage to everybody but the toad.
He
when
has
the
a
next party comes into the general area before we TPK'd, we find that we're being stalked by a little cute toad.
and a small monkey from the bridge.
Oh Jesus!
And a boat with 9th level spells.
Yeah.
No, that's cursed now.
Wish.
Yeah. Yeah, I just
and
start
the
heading
faint
down the
trace
mountain.
of a fiendish lizard. I don't know.
Let's go and miss this down.
Yeah, I think like as you descend the mountain, right, like you see the light of Bag of Nails hut sort of fade out, and as you come back down, you see there's a campsite there, a little campfire. They're all sort of huddled under a tree. Artist, Dragonbait, Quillgok, Deadly Treasure. They're all there. Everybody's okay. It's probably like near the end of the day, given the trek up and trek down.
I just find the canoe and like jump in it. And I don't talk to anybody. Because I feel like that's very much her.
Would the canoe not be filled with water at this point?
Drown
that's
No,
myself.
it has a 9th level spell that allows it to.
Yeah.
So
Control water.
yeah.
Tsunami, tidal wave. It has tidal wave. Tsunami?
No, I mean it's probably a little wet, but
Yeah.
you know, they've tried to find the driest place nearby, you know, with the most tree cover. So, camp comes
Lumen
back together.
Tiny boat. Turns out it's an air-conditioned boat.
What do you guys want to do?
I think we just
Ignore
set up
Fef.
pants, right? Yeah.
Awkwardly.
You guys don't confront Fath or anything. You just give her space and.
Yep.
Okay.
Yambi
Aw.
will actually confront Feth.
I
but
was
she's
about to say
doing
you're all such good
offering-
friends.
Yambi's also doing
that's what
it
I would
on a-
want.
Nessia just doesn't care.
So Yambi does what?
Yambi will do it with an offering of fish instead of yams for the second time this trip. Yeah, she just like tries to basically come over as politely as possible, but you know her abysmal stealth is Imagine like Feth is vibrating in the boat, like okay, she's coming.
No, you know what
Here
happens?
she comes.
There's a puddle in the boat that vibrates.
Yep.
Like Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
The King
And
of
we-
Feathers is coming.
we have like that scene that's like you're the guy in the Europe
Yeah.
or whatever, and Yam dinosaur coming in.
I think I just. Hello, Yambi.
Yeah, Yambi just like sticks her head in, and then like she just like offers like basically 2 handfuls of like fresh fish.
I grab
And-
one of them. I eat it. Thank you, Yambi.
Just looks at Feth a little bit curiously and just says, "I hope you managed to, well, find some resolution with your quest."
I found a prick,
you can-
Yambi. All men are assholes, Yambi. It's fine.
Yambi just glances over to Kilgwa, looks back at Feth, and just says, "I agree,
Mm.
but they're necessary."
Hey!
Remember that you were the one who ran away into the jungle and made me go find you. But anyways,
And he's like, okay, you're right.
but I mean, why is he a prick?
He just thinks he's so powerful and masculine, and oh, he has to do it because it's his house. Ah. It's my house, too. Looks down on me because I'm a woman. Or possibly because I'm weaker than him. I'm not certain. I think it's probably the former.
Wait, this is something about a house? Are you? Is this
No.
a property thing?
No, it's more like a revenge thing. It's actually not
About
that.
a house?
It's not that important to me. I don't know. It'd be cool to fight a big dinosaur and that killed your family, right?
We're going to fight a dinosaur.
No, we're explicitly not going to fight the dinosaur. Hey, do you have any necklaces?
Yes?
Ones you didn't sell?
Yes?
Could I have one?
Hold up, Ling.
Let me see. Wait, shit, I don't have a necklace. I thought it was a necklace. Fuck. It's a ring instead.
That doesn't help me. Okay,
Let me check.
thanks anyway.
You could easily fashion like a cord or something. You
Yeah,
know,
that's true. It could be a cord. I don't want to though.
I mean, yeah, we could just make some vines with druid craft, maybe?
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sure.
Good. Somebody did. Somebody
It's
did
kind of a
the
nice
nail.
gesture, you know. Like I imagine Yambi like you asking if she has a necklace, and she like pulls like a vine like off of her shell, and is like, you know.
I feel like it'll disintegrate. It wouldn't be very strong in battle. I'll just hold on to it for now. It's fine. Thank you though.
I mean, I don't know most of you very well. I was brought on as a tour guide essentially, but I've come to appreciate everyone. She glances over at like Faust and Nicia, even the ones who are a little bit more questionable at times.
We see Goldman doing something stupid.
No, it's okay. He's just lovable. Boys will be boys over there. Just let him do his stupid thing.
You're muted, Tessa.
You're right. He's playing air roulette with himself, you know, just shooting directly bones, seeing if it'll come back down on his head.
Falling damage or arrows, huh?
You're like, hot. I can take falling damage from those.
Yes. I don't support that ideology, but I think I understand what you mean. I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drag you into my bullshit. I just was feeling sorry for myself.
I mean, I did drag everyone into the jungle because, well, I was chasing a man. You know, in the end, it's always the man
That's
who causes
true.
all the trouble.
You did do that, she says kind of bitterly. Yep. That's
We cut to
alright.
Quillgok doing something stupid.
He is now also shooting arrows into
No,
the air.
he's like on his back, like unable to get up. He's like, ah,
Okay, so the head cannon in my head is Quillgok falls on his back and shoots arrows to see if he can get anybody's attention. Goldwyn sees this and decides to shoot arrows into the air because it seems like a fun game.
And then Deadly Treasure, trying to mimic what Quillgok is doing, slowly rolls over back as well. Just a scene of stupidity on the other side of the camp.
You know, I have a -1 intelligence. Did you know that? Anyway. Thank you, Yami.
Born.
I appreciate the talk.
well, just know that if you have anything else to talk to me about, I am more than happy to listen to you. And you can always get extra fish. Just like gently pats Feth on the head.
Okay, that's not patronizing at all or anything, but thank you.
At the same time, though, it feels really good.
You don't speak for me, God.
Yes, he does.
Yami is the grandma, you know, it's like the grandma it's like that meme where you're like, Grandma, I haven't eaten today. She's like, oh, shit! And just like flies over with like food for you. That's basically Yambi right there.
It's appreciated, Grandma Yambi. Gram Yambi. Grayambi? Yamba?
Gramby?
Yamba?
Grand
I
Yambi?
don't know.
Granby?
We'll workshop it.
Rambo.
Grambo?
Rambo's pretty good.
Grandma?
I do like Grambo.
That's funny. That's funny.
Oh
No,
god,
you
Yambi
should be like
with
more like
AK
a fighter though for that one, you know?
Yeah. That's our D&D modern game. Gonna play.
Yeah. That's an amazing nickname. Actually, I love that. Rambo.
Yambo. Grambo. Anyway, so Yeah, I think she's just like tired. I'm just going to go to sleep. Okay.
Shit, do I have a blanket?
I don't. I've slept. Fine.
Just let Yami do this, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna tuck the Beth into the.
I
the
literally.
canoe.
I have a tent I was gonna sleep in, but this is fine too.
You drape the tent over Beth instead of like putting it up.
Just wrap it
Yami
around.
tucks you in and sets up the tent over you.
I
Like
just.
laying there like, fuck.
I'm just a little cat burrito now.
Yeah.
I'm just a swaddled cat, like completely. Okay.
Like fish, like basically all around you. So you don't have to get out of the burrito to eat.
I do like it though. Like cats like being swaddled, so I'm just like, okay, I dig it. I like being tucked in. This is good.
And now Feth asks for that every night.
Nah, just the really bad nights.
So every night in the jungle.
So every night in the jungle. Whoa! Hello. Okay.
And then Yami goes to the fucking tip, quill walk back over because stupid ass.
Vorn, do not help them.
I think Vorn is maybe the only one who could tip Deadly Treasure back over. So
not.
Deadly Treasure spends the rest of the night on his back. Just. Okay, so is there anything else you guys want to accomplish at camp tonight?
Can we teleport to Alma now?
You're 2 days out, so we only have one more day until you get there. But nothing else at camp?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab some water though.
Yeah, do it. Where's the thing? The thing. If anybody else needs to get water right now, that's too. Do your thing. Let's see here.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break too. Oh yeah, just you and me, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cool,
Like
dude.
a wizard fight.
Wait, I'm not a wizard, dude. Get out of here.
Fucking a wizard fighting the deity of the universe.
Oh, we can't. We gotta stop talking about mine.
Yep.
What? What? No, we gotta stop. It's over.
Oh shit.
She's back.
Cut the mic.
Cut the mic. Kick my.
Hayden, you're not allowed to play game tomorrow. Get out of here.
Damn it! I only get to be a player once every like 3 weeks. Let me have this one, Mai.
That was something to come back to.
What?
Also, Hayden's character's dad is basically Mel Gibson from Braveheart in
Yeah,
that
it
campaign.
is. Yeah, it is. Dude's got a wicked mullet. Shit is fire.
I need pictures.
Are we taking a break?
Wait,
Is that what
wait.
happened?
Yeah. People are getting drinks and stuff. But did we decide it was Mel Gibson or was it the red-headed guy from?
I mean, I imagined him to be Mel Gibson, but
Okay.
Mel Gibson, but
cool
with like fire hair, is basically red
Okay.
hair.
Okay. Cool with that.
Oh, fuck, it's hot.
The Bay Area is so weird because there's microclimates everywhere. So I was at work today and it was 96 degrees at work, and then I drove like 10 miles home and it was 70 something degrees up here. So it's like
that shit.
it's just like the fog like pockets in certain areas.
True.
Super weird. Because I was like dying at work today, and then I come back and I was like shit, we gonna wear a sweatshirt. Okay, so I
guys,
see.
Thanks for
I
coming
see that
on.
everybody's here. I count 5 people besides myself. So
Thanks for coming.
let's just call it
with me.
today. No Omo today, right?
You know.
Yeah, I'm actually really tired, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here. We're getting Omo.
I played 6 hours of D&D this morning. Okay, yes.
Just
Lucky
pop a
bastard.
5-hour energy
Wow.
zone. We gone.
I can't. I have.
No, here's my T-Rex tooth.
Oh,
Y'all can see that.
whoa.
So wait,
Yeah,
can you hold that
Here's
up to your
here's
head?
a banana for scale. Yeah.
No, I want your head.
Yes, perfect.
Next to your head.
Yeah, put it next to your head.
Yeah. Because the
Wait, so-
measurement I was given.
Telephone.
Okay, so actually, the King of Feathers might be the same size as a real T-Rex.
So imagine that tooth, but like probably a little bit longer, but thicker.
Gotcha.
And the
So
gun
it's
was
good.
linked up to about this line right here.
Oh,
Like-
okay.
There.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Like
just
human teeth.
just like imagine that, but like twice as big.
That's
Yeah,
so cool. How
that's
do you get a
exactly-
Tyrannosaurus tooth?
I dug this out of the ground. This whole big thing.
What is it?
What the fuck is that?
Wait, hold
It's
on.
the-
Wait,
Not a tooth.
is it fossilized root?
No, it's the pelvis of a juvenile Edmontosaurus.
No fucking
Nice.
shit.
Yeah, I got this
what?
out of
Saurus?
Edmontosaurus. You've probably seen it before. It's a duckbill dinosaur,
Ooh.
sort of like a dinosaur cow.
Oh, like named after Edmonton?
Sure, yeah.
No.
Like a iguanodon, similar Myosaurus.
They're totally in the new Jurassic Park game, and that's the only reason why I know.
Ah,
Is it any good?
The new Jurassic Park game?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's incredibly fun if you love Jurassic Park. If you are playing it to play a city builder, it is not.
Oh, okay.
So,
So
like,
it is-
Coaster Tycoon type game.
So it
Yeah,
is
it's like-
as expected. It's a mediocre game with dinosaurs.
yeah, but the dinosaur shit is really fun and really cool. Like you go to the arena and have them fight and shit. That all the dinosaur shit is super fun. You can go into first person and drive around your little Jeep with fucking dinosaurs around. But all the like city building and management stuff is like pretty half cocked.
That fucking
So-
sucks, because what I want is a good city builder game with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
It's.
I'll,
I mean, I would
Only
say
38% off sale.
like I would
Yeah.
say the actual building and like systems of the park is fun, but it's like the management system, like the money and that sort of stuff, is not very good
All right.
compared to like cities skylines or anything like that.
Okay,
Okay, let's go to Omo,
Yeah, let's go to fucking Omo.
please.
Let's talk about the next day. As you
Let's
guys
go to
wake up.
Timochen.
Okay, fuck off. I don't even have that book here, dude. I don't even have that book in this house.
I have the PDF if you really need it, but yeah.
So what you're saying
Not
is
gonna
we
need it. We ain't gonna need it.
Okay.
we cannot leave Omu until you go home.
Yes, until I
Homu.
go homu.
Thank you.
The joke quality in this game is so bad.
No, it's really high. What are you talking about?
It's gotten so bad that it became good again.
We are just dad jokes all day up in here. It's just intense.
Cat
I thought that's-
fights, bag of nails.
Yeah, I thought that's what D&D stood for.
Yeah, dad jokes.
Yeah.
Dad and dungeon.
Dads in dungeons.
I thought it was. Hold on, wait. I thought that was dad jokes and dick jokes. I thought that was it. I thought.
Dads and dicks.
Dads and dicks.
That is a game I don't want to play. That sounds like some weird internet shit. Anyways,
We would actually be super YouTube famous until they kicked us off.
as you
Something
guys
about
awake
dads
on
and
the next day, it is a much nicer day. Like Feth, as you awake, like it's I don't know, it's like Ubtao is like responding to you. Like you had heavy rain yesterday, but today it's like absolutely beautiful. It's like 75 degrees, not very humid. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain. It looks like a clear, beautiful day in the jungle, as ideal as it could be. And for this entire day, nothing happened. And I'm not talking like nothing, like no random encounters. Like literally, as you travel through this stretch of the jungle, you barely hear birds. You barely see signs of life at all. It is eerily quiet as you approach this sort of area between the peaks of flame and the valley over to the west. It is very quiet and honestly eerie in a way.
Does Nisia think it's eerie?
No.
I think Nisia would be very familiar with this.
Okay.
This is what it's like for like the surrounding area. Even the animals know not to come here.
Except for giant dinosaurs, apparently.
Except for giant dinosaurs. Yes, true.
So we are
and-
dumber than small woodland creatures.
Yeah. So I
But
will
smarter
move
than
you-
giant dinosaurs. So got that going for us.
like do any of you guys have like any response to the eeriness? Like do you want to like
No,
discuss?
Fat, shut up.
Echo.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I say as I stare at Feth while she's yelling.
I'm like
Are you
staring. I'm like cupping my ear, like.
It doesn't echo.
I don't
You're in
hear
like the middle of
anything.
flames. So yeah, I mean, I think like this day probably like proceeds like a little bit off here. Like you guys are on edge, like waiting for something to pop out like all day because it's so quiet and so strange. But the whole day goes by like this, and as you like get near the end of the day and you're about to make camp, you hear the sound of a running river. Nisia, you know that this river empties directly into Omu. This river should take you to the city.
Cool.
But how close is this river exactly? Because Yambi would like to spend some time praying there, since we're going straight to Obo.
Totally. I think like you guys can make camp like by like near the river. You know, like it's probably nice to make camp near the river because you have like a little bit more open space on the river bank where you can see a little bit further, as opposed to being in the heart of the jungle where anything could pop out from anywhere, right? So I imagine you guys sort of make camp near the river bank. Yambi, you can pray, do whatever you want to do. What do you want to do?
I think she just wants to submerge herself where there's like rapids, or at least like more fast-moving kind of water.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe even a small waterfall that's like a thing somewhere.
Mm-hmm. There's no waterfall here. Like there's small rapids and like small water. Nisia, you obviously know there is a massive waterfall where this river empties into Omu.
Yep.
So yeah, anything else you want to do, or anything that does like anybody? Do you guys want to do stuff on this day? You have the whole day of eerie travel and camp.
I asked Goldwyn if he has the necklace he's not using.
Unfortunately, no. I'm not a man that wears jewelry. Well, aside from the ring, but that's it.
Faust?
Can you pick yourself up?
Are you still wearing like the Mr. T shit?
I liquidated those things. It was not a stylistic choice. It was a utilitarian
And
choice.
Seth never saw them on him. Oh wait, yes
No.
I did when you were stupefied. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why she asked you. Shut up. Faust, Faust.
Yes.
Do you have a necklace?
Do I have a? No.
Nisya, Nisya. Just like.
I've only got my holy symbol. I'm letting you have it.
Okay, fine.
And you don't want it, trust me.
Artis, Artis.
And he's like, yeah, I have one. Why didn't you ask?
Sweet. Can I have that necklace?
He's like, yeah, I think he's got just like a basic cord that like carries probably like a holy symbol of probably like what is artists
Tyr.
probably worship, like Tyr or something.
Yeah, sure.
Dendar.
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 Asmodeus.
It's like we're god buddies. Yeah. No. So he's happy to oblige. He'll pull it off and he'll.
What? You're using that one.
Well, he'll say given what you've gone through, it's more important for you, and he'll just pluck his holy symbol off of it, put it in his pocket, and he'll pass you the cord.
All right, thanks. I spend the rest of the day in the cart letting Deadly Treasure drag me as I figure out how to attach this feather to this necklace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Given your intelligence, it takes you all day.
Yeah. Okay. I could drill a hole.
Do I
Yeah.
it? Do I? Every time you guys look back, Feth has like the feather in a different position.
I've got my hammer like out.
Just nail it to the fucking necklace.
Where do I put this? Just like trying to stab it into the actual feather itself.
Feth just ends up nailing the feather chest, like.
Yeah, there's like a 2 weeks later montage, and then it's just on her, and nobody's sure how. It's attached.
Okay, so anything else on this day? Final call before we arrive in Omo.
Yeah, hey, Faust, let's take a walk a moment.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Where?
Just around.
Don't go
Not too far.
Around where nobody can see us?
Yeah.
Born with me.
Womp 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 womp.
Is the saddle
Okay.
finished yet?
It'll be finished tomorrow, or it'll be finished at the end of the night tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, before we get too far into Omu, there's been some discussion as to whether or not we should study the soul manga or destroy it. I just want to let you know that I'm in your camp with this. I want it to be studied first.
Good.
Oh, go on.
No, I agree. It's too dangerous to make any rash decisions when we find it.
Yeah, absolutely, but I must divulge I have an ulterior motive behind it.
Oh.
And at this point, he's definitely made sure that they're out of earshot from the rest of camp, specifically for Nissia, Artis, and Quilgok, and Dragonbait not to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
My name is not actually Lord Arthur Goldwyn. That's the man I'm looking for.
Why do I not get any secrets?
Because you're evil, you son of a bitch.
I thought I proved myself by now.
You have scales. Come up to here.
Because they're racist, Nissia. Told you. Fucking men. The three women are hanging out together, by the way. Just having a little powwow.
Ladies'
Bad
night.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, ladies' night, the wine starts flowing.
Do we have an alchemy jug? We do.
Yes, we do.
How to lose a guy in 10 days goes on, you know.
You know, for all the shit we got or gave for getting that fucking alchemy job, it's been really fucking useful.
Yeah, it's it's actually like a super important item in this particular campaign.
So fuck you, Faust.
He still doesn't think it's that big of a deal.
Ooped out in your head. Fuck you, dog.
Okay, who's carrying it? Because we can just take back Faust's
Fef-
water rations.
Fef has had it for several days.
Yes, true. Continue. Goldwyn. Am I blurry?
Yeah,
right now?
sorry guys, I didn't mean to sidetrack
continue,
you.
Coldwin.
Sorry.
So, with the whole studying thing, I needed to pull a soul out. You see, the real Arthur Goldwyn, he's dead. I know that.
Did you kill him?
Fuck you, Yamby.
Funny story that, once accidentally, I think, or it might have been a bear. I'm not sure who did it, but in any case, Death Curse got him. That's why I'm in trouble.
Huh. Well, shit. We really are gonna have to study this thing.
And
I mean, I'm not sure if that's how that works. I don't know if I can just reach in and get a person. And if I can, how would I know? What does he look like?
surprisingly, I'm quite like myself.
Twincest.
Almost, yeah.
Are there any
Yeah.
others?
You know, no, I just need that one.
Not any that are suspiciously named after daggers?
No. I'm fairly certain that they're all alive.
Oh.
I don't know.
Uh,
Persephone had a little bit of a drug problem, so I don't.
Maybe OD'd, who knows?
Yeah, we
And
don't know.
STDs from Goldwyn, so.
Yeah, she got hit with the dick rod. That was it. Yeah.
I mean, Golden probably does have at least one STD at this point.
Oh, it's ancient times. Hell yeah.
Yeah. But
No one
Faust,
needs restoration, bro.
Faust, you're the smartest person, I think, that I've met in recent memory. I trust if anyone was to be able to do it, it'd be you.
Well, I can't make any promises. But I think we have to try. That's why we're going there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
try
it
and get
is.
the people out. Hope. We really don't know what's going on there. We really have no idea if they're beyond saving or not. But if we can lock the place down and give me some time to study it, we might be able to do it.
I'm not exactly optimistic about it. If the Sarak is charging up on souls, it's likely he's consuming them, but I hope. I can hope.
Well,
In any case, I just wanted to let you know I support you in this case. Not when you're blowing up people and puppies and all that, but some longer. You got that.
well,
Not so much the puppies and the old people, no.
I don't quite support you when you're blowing up monkeys and all that stuff either, but
That's fair.
it's good to know that we can get along on this one thing.
This is what happens when a sorcerer and a wizard interact.
Yes.
Oh, you have no idea. Faust actually has like a ranking system of he's kind of an elitist when it comes to magic. I have it written down somewhere. I'll show you guys later on. There's like an entire ranking system of like which types of spellcasters are better than which other ones.
And Valindra was way up there.
No. Wizards and clerics are at the top. Uneducated sorcerers, not great.
They accidentally their way into magic.
Yeah.
I mean,
Educated sorcerers near the top. Uneducated sorcerers are only above
Bards.
warlocks.
No.
Warlocks.
I mean, there's that, like, meme
Where
of,
do
like,
paladins sit?
wizards are the
Paladins are kind of in the middle.
Is it like wizards are the kids who study, and then sorcerers are like the kids who are just gifted, who just show up in class and
Yeah.
Get
A
A.
lot of
Yeah,
the ranking system has to do with like education and like whether you actually make good use of it or not. If you're just kind of like, oops, there's some magic. Oops, there's some magic. That's not so great. Also, warlocks, because in his view, it would be so awkward if we had a warlock. Holy shit! Because in his view, like, that's not your magic. You didn't work for it. You weren't born into it. It's not even your fucking magic. Give it back.
You
Just
literally
slept
made a
with
deal
the
with like,
teacher. Got
you
it.
just made
Yeah.
a deal, yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's the lazy way. If you wanted magic, all you needed to do was read a book. Heathen. ...
Heathen.
I imagine Faust is giving me this lecture on the way back.
It's like, I just wanted to tell you this one thing, and you scaled me with all this. Classic. So camp, night falls properly. You fall asleep to the sound of the rushing river to you, but no, like, not even the chirping of insects that are normally there. On
Thank
the
God
next
I
day,
have one peaceful night's sleep.
on the way, like, so you guys wake up on the next day. What day is this? This should be.
Who knows?
This should
108?
be 10.
No, I've got it. Hold on.
Feth was 107. 108. This should be 109.
Yep.
Okay. As you guys wake up on day 109, you know that if you follow this river, you should get to Omu today. Is that what you guys want to do?
It's real fine, our
Yeah.
109.
No, back to port.
Yes. No, we're going home.
Quick
The
save.
Yeah.
the only thing that like that is a problem today is that it's gonna be raining real hard, similar to how it was before. It's raining fucking hard.
I press F5 on my emulator. Save state file. Slot 1.
Doesn't work, unfortunately.
F6, F6, F6.
And as you travel, it's that same eerie silence. Eventually, you guys get to the city of Omu, and let me just read some flavor text here. Welcome to Chapter 3, Dwellers of the Forbidden City. The jungle parts to reveal a dead city enclosed by sheer cliffs. Ruined buildings and stone boulevards rise like ghosts from the floor of the misty basin. Some colorful birds glide overhead. A waterfall pours into the basin, creating a swollen river that floods much of the city before draining into a deep rift filled with molten lava. A ruined palace lies a few hundred feet from the edge of the steaming abyss. I'm going to move you guys to the Omu map.
Yay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's blurry.
It's
It's-
downloading. It's
There you go.
huge.
Okay, now where is that river?
And then I will place you guys up here in the top right corner
Yeah.
near this
Yeah, I see it.
waterfall. At the current moment, you are sort of at the point where the jungle opens up and you can first see the city as a whole and the buildings jutting up. You're not at the edge of the cliff yet, though. You can just sort of see where it opens up here.
Can I see my house from here?
Can you see your house from here? Yes.
This one. Just this one.
Let me put some tokens.
Excuse you, shouldn't it be this one? Damn it. This
What, the one in the pillar of lava?
Yes.
I kinda
Easily
wanted to be.
accessible, just really a easy place, you know. Nisia, your home in general, the palace that you came from, is this big circular.
What, this right here?
Yeah.
Cool.
That is the former royal palace of Omu. Your temple is beneath that. Let me throw out some tokens. Yams. Goldie. Boom. And who's the last one we need? Born. Okay, so as Vorn is huge.
Yeah, it just fucking surprised the shit out of me. Token. Born!
So what do you want to do? You have finally arrived at Omo. There are these sheer cliffs that drop like 100 to 150 feet down to the city.
I climbed down them.
I'm assuming I know a path.
Yes, you know that the only two ways into the city are either to go like down the waterfall, or to exit from the way that you exited long ago when you left was the southwest of the city, which is there's sort of like a hill that sort of drops down in. Yeah, exactly, right there.
Where?
Bottom left.
All the way on the bottom left corner of the map.
Oh.
The
Huh.
staircase.
The giant staircase.
You know, the Zelda-esque you are leaving this map now staircase.
Yes, exactly. It promptly hit with a loading screen.
Not in the, not in the SNES, though.
I'm even gonna reveal this shit, dude. Ooh.
What stuff?
Little title at the top, Omu, the Forbidden City.
Yeah, in case you accidentally end up here before your party knows what they're doing.
Yeah. It's actually possible.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine being level 3 in Omu. Oh!
We just got archetypes, what the fuck?
I guess you just have to grind monsters and just like hang out right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop out, go
Yeah.
back in, just pop out.
We're just gonna stay right here and roll for random encounters for like 50.
Next time we play this exact campaign, we're doing this.
Yeah.
We're just
gonna
going to grind
speedrun
up until
straight
level like 20, and then we go there.
Speedrun.
What do you guys want to do? You
Yeah.
are here.
I hold the record for any percent Omu run. Just
Yes.
we got there at level
Took me
3.
3 days to
Yeah.
get to Omu.
There's actually a glitch
What?
you can clip through the Firefinger directly into this river here if you know how to jump it
Is
frame
there-
perfect.
Like, there's probably a wizard in Port Nyanzaru that knows teleport, that knows this exact location, and
Yeah.
you have to intimidate and or beat the shit out of him.
Yes.
No, you need to make your character a Yuanti, so you've been to Omu before, then tell the wizard all about it so they can teleport you there.
It's a shame our wizard didn't have teleport yet.
Yeah,
So-
you're
By the time your wizard gets teleport, Omu is no longer a challenge.
Mm.
They're like level, that's 14, isn't it? It's like pretty high.
Yeah, I think a Sarawak is only like level. You
Yeah.
know, he's just a baby. You know. He's
I
just
didn't
a-
say that, but a level
Uh,
14 party certainly does not find that challenging.
So, the things that stand out initially, I would think, Yambi, there is a giant waterfall right here, which is like the symbol of your god. On top of that, like, the whole thing opens up. Nissi, you can see faintly through the rain. You can see the palace that you come from, right? You guys can all see all these features of the city. Like there's a big amphitheater in there. There's the lava, which has a tremendous amount of steam coming out of it as the rain pours into it.
And nice sulfur.
Yeah, nice smell of sulfur everywhere. Yeah, I mean, really, like, this is, like, among the most sandbox part of the adventure, so...
Oh, Jesus.
I see an amphitheater. We
I
should go to
really-
the theater.
Let's see you play.
relinquish to you.
We got instructions about this, right? Like, that the temple was... We could avoid it, but that was sort of our goal, to find Raznisi.
Yeah. So I think.
It's
What were we
Nissia's goal.
doing here?
Yeah.
Oh, right. We were trying to find out where the soulmonger is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
which is more
I'm
important
pretty sure it's right
for
there.
our Faust.
Like, come on. It's
Probably. If it's going to be anywhere, it's going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be on the fucking pillar.
I don't know. I'm pretty convinced
Takes
it's at the
notes, he
amphitheater.
moves it.
I'm pretty sure it's in the amphitheater.
I'm pretty
guys.
convinced it's in this small,
Yeah.
just any one of these.
yeah.
What if
It's
it was
underneath
this
the
one that
right here.
it was the one I pointed at as your house? Like we should have just gone there.
Yeah,
He's
he's
been
no,
living with a
It
soul
is
under.
obviously here in the theater
I think
because
it's
liches
regular.
are fucking extra, and they like to put on a show.
Hey.
No, there's nowhere more extra than a fucking lava. Like, literally.
A theater.
A lava
He
island
lives
is
the
pretty
theater.
extra, though. So I mean, take it away, guys. You were, like I said, you're not quite up to the edge of the cliff. You can just sort of see where the cliff is. There's this rushing waterfall like off to your left a little bit. Yeah, it's really up to you guys. We're not gonna play for much longer. Like I think we'll only go for like another 15 minutes sort of set up for what we want to do in Omo.
Get into a fight, and none of us can decide what we want to do.
Yeah.
Faust,
Yes.
you saw souls coming here, didn't you?
Yes.
What if
I
we
think they were
just-
souls.
We haven't been able to see them again, huh?
No, but I think you just have to get above the tree cover.
There must be some way to see where they're headed, but if it was that easy, you'd think Raznisi would have seen them.
Well, between you and me, they don't seem like the most competent people on Earth.
I can hear you.
They don't seem like the most competent people on Earth. I mean, they sent you to do a job, and then they sent somebody else to kill you instead of sending them to also do that job.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you know what? That tracks. That.
Yeah.
We could probably see vaguely the direction that the souls are going in once the sun sets. And if I can't, I'll try and get higher and see from there. Although I think Nissia mentioned wanting to go and attempt to find allies at her old home.
Yeah.
I still think
If
that
that
is
works.
wise. Yes, if that does pan out, that would be good. Social
Not
backup
so
is
sure
good.
about that, but if she thinks it's a good idea, we'll go along with it.
Well, it can only go one of two ways.
We all die. And or become slaves. And dinner.
I was thinking it works or it doesn't, but yeah.
I mean, Faust's not wrong.
I mean, I'm as much for a good old fashioned, evil snake people coup as much as the next powerful wizard. But
Can we?
I'm not quite sure if they're willing to follow her.
Can we, as a group, just sort of go over the factions and goals we have here?
No.
Okay.
So
So sack the
simple.
Ooptown.
Oh, I was assuming that was Kilguak or artists. I don't know. One of the NPCs.
I actually think I think Quilgok actually has a moment where like he approaches Yambi from behind, and you can and you can see
Not right now.
you can see he has a hand on Deadly Treasure, and Deadly Treasure is literally like quivering, like quaking a little bit.
Crying.
And
Oh,
like
he's a chihuahua.
like it's very obvious that Deadly Treasure is very uneasy in a place like this. Quilgok approaches Yambi and says, Yambi, I know I've followed you this far, but I don't think that I can go in there. I don't think I'm equipped. I would much rather camp outside. I'll wait for you. I promise I will, but I can't.
Will
leave
you?
Deadly Yeah.
Inside check.
You can incite him all you want. The guy indicated to you. It's just very obvious that his beast is afraid and he doesn't want to
It's happened to the best of us, buddy. It's all right.
yeah. The beast is scared, and he doesn't want to leave. So.
I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what's going on today.
I mean, I understand. I suppose it's up to us women again to do everything once more. Yeah, he just like looks over at Fat.
I pound. I just give you a fucking pound right in the knuckles. Respect.
This Beyonce's "Run the World" starts playing in the
Yeah.
background.
We run the world.
That's amazing. And I think he says, he says, I'll follow you until we find a safe place to camp. But I don't think I would be well suited to exploring all of that. And he gestures towards Omu as a whole.
Well, I mean, just at least find a camp, and the least you can do is not die. Literally.
He says, I'll try my best. I will. So yeah, I think the point here is that Kulgok will camp at the periphery of Omu, but he's not about to descend into the city with deadly treasure. It's just not safe for him. Let's be real, he would fucking die.
There's also a giant T-Rex in there who would probably just eat deadly treasure. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
exactly.
look, there's a cow walking in.
Yeah.
Nom.
So
Slimy yet satisfying.
So yeah, he'll make a camp like somewhere, but he's made it clear he's not going to. So besides that, if you want to talk about factions and that sort of stuff, go for it, Feth.
So, who do we know is here? The Red Wizards of Thay?
And they want the Soulmonger because they want it. Because who knows why.
For some evil shit, presumably.
They said they wanted to study it. That
Morally neutral,
Morally questionable.
but probably not great.
Right. Who else is here? The Yuan Ti,
Ti.
some of which who are not in favor of Rosnisi. We can use that to our
No.
advantage.
And Ross Nisi wants the death curse ended.
Shit! Oh, I remember what I was going to do in Port Nyanzaru. I just rubbed my head really sad.
A month later.
A month later, literally a month later, she's like, "Oh, I can't believe I forgot to do this."
What?
I was going to tell the Emerald Enclave where Omu was.
I'm pretty sure they already know, but
Oh, don't worry.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure I told everyone on the continent.
I'm pretty sure that map is just everywhere now.
Oh, right.
I'm
That's
still
true.
probably fucking up.
Yeah, I kind of shared it with the biggest map dealer in the entire country.
True. Well, that's good, actually, for us, as far as backup is concerned. Hopefully the Emerald Enclave will be here. And maybe also that haughty elf who inspired me to drink again.
Was she not dead already?
No, she's good. She's good. Zelina, the drunk elf.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
super duper hot.
He's level
Yeah.
12 in our campaign. Okay, never mind.
I would one of her henchmen.
Yeah, true.
Nice.
I have a dagger named after her.
Who else could be here? Brand's
here.
party, possibly. Who knows? Probably not. He's dead, right? He's almost certainly dead.
Dead
from,
inside.
from the woods you hear, "No, I'm not!"
Adventurers! Brand jump.
Go, we gotta get over there.
I just jump off the cliff.
Just
Fall
down the
damage can't
waterfall.
hurt me! Just
Yeah, there's a water, just don't land on your head.
What was that invisible creature? That's literally what Brand is now. He's just turned into the Ulu Thabong thing.
yeah,
He was the Uluth all
the
along.
whole time. I
Okay,
never told you guys.
Long, it's a shapeshifter and it comes back to this. Killed it.
Yami, do you want to interact with the waterfall at all?
Good question.
I mean, as long as I don't die if I try to go off of it.
Yeah, I just mean like I don't know, like you were looking for one. Yes, figured it might be like.
Yeah, I mean, she is gonna try to basically pray, probably at the head of the waterfall, because literally her vision led her to Omu, and this is like the shit. This is the place that her goddess wants her to be at.
So Yambi, you sort of like approach the cliff a little bit better, like a little closer to get to sort of pray at the top of the waterfall here. And as you
Beth will
do,
go too. Just
yeah, okay, then both of you are stricken by a vision as you come to the edge of the cliff. You sort of see overlaid over the city of Omu, you see a city of magnificent whitewashed buildings stretches out before you. Sunlight sparkles off of glass domes and windows, yet all is not well. Black smoke coils from fires across the city. Corpses litter the streets, and wraiths circle the rooftops like vultures. A sphere of utter darkness grows out from the heart of the city, blotting out the light as it expands towards you. You turn away from the blackness as it passes over you. And when you look back, the darkness is gone. The city is a half-flooded, overgrown ruin.
can you show us where that darkness came from?
Just from the center of the city. Just
So like over here.
Okay, Yami falls on her back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Feth is
And
not.
goes to the river.
Yeah, I'm gonna have words in a minute. How high up are we?
The cliffs are like 100 to 150 feet tall. At this point, this is like some of the highest point of it right now. This is like
150, you said?
Yeah, let me make sure of that. Yeah, 100 to 150 feet.
You could probably ride the folding boat down.
And Feth, as you get closer, you can see that these cliffs, they're not like slick cliffs like that you wouldn't be able to climb. You could definitely climb these. There's vines all over them. There's trees there. Feth, from the edge there, and Yami too, since you're there, why don't you both give me perception with disadvantage
Sure.
after Yambi stands back up.
I help Yambi up.
Oh, growth from Feth. Okay.
I mean, she became a Caprino last night, so
That's true. I was swaddled. It was a good swaddling.
Yami's gonna toss some guidance
Fuck.
moves here.
I still don't see anything.
Yambi, you sort of like, it's one of those things, you turn away, you fall back, you get up, and you again. And as you look along the cliffs, and you sort of look down into the city, you see something that sticks out a little bit. You see a vine-draped gargoyle that is perching on the cliff top, staring down at the ruined city from its perch. It has the face of a devil, with its mouth agape in a silent scream. This is, you guys know, like, the icon for Tomb of Annihilation, like the one that is our
Yeah.
little icon for the Discord? That is what their face is like.
Huh.
And, Yambi, as you see this one, and you begin to scan the cliffs, there are a lot of these things, like, all around, perched throughout on the cliffs.
Hmm.
Let me just share this art because it's so. I'm not gonna share it yet. We'll share it later. But let me get the Tomb of Annihilation face at least.
Could
So-
you tell they're like magical in some way?
They're gargoyles, so they're definitely like magically animated. Here's what the face looks like. Yeah,
Where?
it's in the
Oh.
Discord.
Oh, okay.
That is horrifying as fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Goldman, do not stick your dick into that.
You know,
I didn't plan on doing as such.
I make a lot of goofs in this game. And Feth and I have a lot of qualities that are similar. But it's just now occurring to me that we might actually enter a dungeon called the Tomb of Annihilation.
You are so dumb. Incredibly dumb.
Like, it's actually... It just in my head, this is my Chult game, and that's how I think of it. It's my
It's
Chult.
called Tomb of Annihilation. We literally say the word tomb every week.
Would I know anything to do? Well, like, what's up with these gargoyles?
You you would know that they're there. You would know that they've always been there for as long as you can remember. They look like Antonius right now. And
They look very surprised, actually.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Oh.
yeah, I mean, I think you recognize them as one of Omu.
They're what? You cut out for a second.
I would say they're just like watchers, like they're gargoyles. They watch over the city but you don't really know their origin by any means. They're certainly not Yuan-Ti things.
Okay.
Yeah. Well.
Should probably avoid them, just in case.
Like I said, they are speckled all throughout the cliffs. Like Yambi, within your vision, just you can't see super far with the heavy rain, but you can see at least 4 or 5 of them, sort of throughout the cliffs. And it looks like it does look like they've been there for a while, right? Like some of them have vines growing on them and everything.
Do we know like the properties of gargoyles? Like, can they be controlled by someone? Or are they just like robots essentially?
You could do a check, like a
Arcana?
I don't know what would that be like. You could do I would take either like history or like gargoyles are pretty common. Oh, what you got?
Faust.
Let's see here.
Yes.
You would know that gargoyles are animated by somebody. Somebody made these. And they're usually there for and they're nasty. But I don't think you know anything specific about these ones or anything. Just gargoyles are made by somebody. They're usually not super nice.
Okay. I guess we just have to hope that whatever created these are either dead or gone, because there's a lot of them. I don't want to go in a fight with them.
I would say dead and gone. Because they could be dead and still here. That's not good.
Dick Rotch.
Dick rot.
Nothing to do with my people.
Faust, I am experiencing something. It's happened to me twice now in this week. I think I can see the past.
That mirror. Look at yourself.
I wish I could understand what Yambi just said. It was a jumble of broken up words.
Something about a mirror.
Mirror.
Maybe you should check yourself. I pull out the mirror. Before
Check
you wreck yourself.
before you-
Jinx.
I look in the mirror.
What does the mirror do again?
It's not gonna work.
Legend lore.
I think like what is it called, Ian? Is there a handout for it?
The mirror of fucking. Where the
Mirror
fuck is it?
Mirror of fucking.
The mirror of
That's,
fuck.
that's the mirror golden ones.
He
It's
just
the mirror
looks
of
at it and
about all
sees
things.
himself fucking.
Mirror of the past.
Yeah. What's your target? You're trying to target yourself with this?
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just looking at it.
As you look into the mirror, like, are you facing towards the cliff, or
I'm facing Faust, so the mirror is now facing the cliff.
okay? As you look through the mirror, you can see that same vision that you just had. Like in the mirror, you can see the city as it was, with the smoke rising off of it and the wraiths. But as soon as you turn around and you're not looking in the mirror, it's back to being deathly.
Yeah, okay, so I guess it's not that great of a power. And I hand it back to Faust. I'm like, okay. Not a big deal. Everybody sees this. Apparently I'm not special. That's fine.
No. What
Huh?
have you seen?
I saw the same thing I just saw.
No, before. Without the mirror, what did you see?
What I just saw in the mirror.
What do you... Why do you think it's past?
Oh, because earlier it was the past, so I'm assuming it's the past.
How do
again.
you know it's the past?
Because my family was still alive.
How do you know it was the past?
I don't understand the question. Because they're not
what did-
alive now.
How did you see the thing?
Just saw it.
Where? When?
With
Are
my
you talking about
eyes.
memories, Beth?
Oh.
That is how that works.
But it was superimposed. You don't understand. It was like, ooh,
Like both?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
repressed memories are.
at the same time.
Both at the same time.
Mm.
Odd. You'll have to tell me when it happens again. Tell me immediately.
Okay.
Okay? And tell me exactly what you're seeing. I must help you figure this out.
Sure. We
Would be
should
useful.
go. Let's
though.
camp.
We
The
should
city
probably
was
figure
such
out how we're
history.
going to get into Omo,
Oh,
because
can't we do it tomorrow?
there's only 2 ways.
I see stairs over here.
Yeah,
Well,
but
we
it's going
can
to be a
just fly in.
long trek.
We
Or
could
or
go-
we can just fall.
I
We could
feel
s-
like falling is actually the easier option.
With style.
I mean, if we take the boat down
Style.
the waterfall, we'll be close to the palace.
I have a couple of suggestions. It's clear that Goldwyn and I will be fine if we just jump off the cliff. So that's the suggestion I'm going with first. But maybe Faust can make the boat fly or something, and you guys can careen down. Or
Doesn't quite work on things.
You've never made anything lighter than air, huh?
Doesn't quite work on things.
So you don't have levitate spell, huh?
No.
Okay, great. That's what I wanted to know. In that case, Goldwyn and I can get down fine. It's just
So can I.
right. Can you cast that
And
on more
or
than
one
one
strong person.
person? Like
I
Vorn?
can get all of us down, but then we have to rest again.
So let's do it tonight.
I'll need a nap.
I wouldn't say it's night at this point. It's probably it's like midday. Still have plenty of time. It's just sort of dark and spooky just from all the rain.
We could still go to bed though. Like
Yeah, we still go. I think
No, but
we could,
if-
like,
if-
prepare this
If we
afternoon.
study the city from here,
that's
find
true.
out where we might want to investigate,
We have
and
the aerial
where
advantage,
seems
yeah.
like it might be good places to camp and hide while we're down there, because it's going to be easier to get in than it is to get out, I guarantee you.
This is true.
I mean, there's only one way out, and it's that staircase.
Right. Well, I mean, I can climb out basically
No,
anywhere.
I
but-
can get out. I'm not sure in the heat of the moment if I can get the rest of you out. I can get
It'll all
out.
be fine. So what do you guys want to do?
I'm just waiting for Golden to say jump.
All I want to do is jump.
See, the thing is, Goldwyn is fine with jumping. I myself am not fine with jumping.
Interesting dilemma you've created for your character there.
Yes.
Are you Ooptow too, Tesla?
I think so. Just specifically the Goldwyn, who is actually Ashworth now. Most of the group knows.
Yeah.
Actually, I specifically didn't ask your real name.
You just know that I am not Lord Goldwyn.
Yeah, his
Nobody's
liar
going to tell Nessie anything, are they?
If it makes you feel better, Feth has forgotten.
yeah. I feel like at some point I'll probably ask it, but in the moment he was just like, "Oh, yeah," so he's just a liar, whatever. But at some point he'll probably be like, "Oh, I should probably know your real name."
Yeah,
It's
so
Maik, because, he's a liar.
Yeah.
we should maybe. So should we stay up here for tonight, see what we can observe, and then head down?
It's as good as that idea as any.
I mean,
That's
I don't
the
really
problem-
know many landmarks, so.
The problem is, and I'll tell you this right now, is that obviously any sort of like scouting, perception type stuff you guys do today up here is going to
You might cut out. Completely.
Disadvantage
yeah.
on perception because it's raining so hard today.
Right, and that is
Okay,
a
so
problem.
we'll need to wait.
But I think my counter argument to that problem is that we're at our objective, and it seems worth the extra time use just to have a better advantage overall.
That's fine. I'm just giving you guys the
rundown. Sure.
Yeah. Also, Faust was thinking after sundown, we'd probably be able to get a lot of information that we couldn't when the sun is up.
Yeah.
Specifically looking for the Trail of Souls and any like campfires, anything that looks like habitation.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Other than the one place that we know of.
Big circle place.
Okay, so talk to me like about this day. So like we already know Quilgok is gonna set. So do you guys want to just set up a camp here by the waterfall and then sort of spend the rest of the day trying to scout?
Yeah, I think so.
So why don't you guys like choose who's gonna help each other, and then you can make some straight perception checks without disadvantage because of the help.
Wait, who's got the highest modifiers?
Feth and Yambi have the highest perception in the group.
Yep.
So I feel like people should help them, and then you guys make the check.
I'll help Feth.
Okay.
And then I'll help Yambi.
Okay. I feel like Yambi will probably guide herself.
And Missia will help herself.
What? No, I'm helping.
Straight check. Here we go. Fuck! If only the advantage, huh?
If only it weren't raining.
If only it weren't raining.
Still, 13's not bad.
No, 13's.
It's not terrible.
It's better than average.
Above average, yeah.
I think with team, Feth, you can see that there are like most of this place is housing and ruins and stuff. Like there's a lot of buildings in this town that all like look to have interesting purposes, and like there's just a lot of interesting stuff down there. The only other thing that you see is like you do see some level of like movement down in the city. It's faint, you can't tell what it is, but there's clearly stuff down in the city that is moving about.
Could I take an educated guess to like eliminate a possibility?
Sure.
Does it look similar to how the Wraith was moving, the white?
No.
Okay.
These, yeah.
That's all I needed then. Okay.
Yeah.
What area would it be in? Because you might be able to guess from that.
True. I'm gonna assume it's pretty near us.
Yeah, you guys can't see much for like this area in here. Like you can faintly see, and like the stuff, but you can see there's a fair bit of like rustling and movement over here, and then you can see occasionally some movement in the palace area.
Okay.
Like there are figures in the city.
Okay. All right.
And then I'm
If
just
only we had some type of glass that could.
We're gonna do Yambi's
distance
guided roll for her, because I guarantee.
It's +7 for her perception.
Yeah, I can just roll off her sheet too.
21.
Yeah, I think Yambi's quite a bit. At least from the nearby stuff. Let me see. Let's see here. Who else we got? Yambi's able to pick out 2 buildings that look interesting nearby. This building right here appears to be like an ancient bazaar of some sort. It has like a covered marketplace vibe to it. And she can make out that there are creatures that are moving about in there, and they appear to be small. Beyond that, she can't really tell what they are. But there are small creatures moving about that bazaar area. And then the other building that she's able to pick out that looks interesting is this guy right here. This is like what looks to be like a sunken temple of some sort that is absolutely flooded by the water. And
watery temple.
yes.
Go! We're not going to the fucking water temple.
I needed a strategy guide for that shit back in the day. Yeah, so there's some sort of shrine, temple, something.
Yeah, the Temple of a tall car.
Doom.
Familiar.
Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom.
No, that's
From
what the no, that's the Unity place.
Kalima. Kalima.
Yambi, I made a guided perception roll. From, I think Goldwyn was helping you. Is that right?
Yeah.
So Yambi, you see all sorts of shit as you look over. I said there was a bazaar over here where you can see small creatures like moving in and out of it, like quote small. That's this sort of covered building here. The other thing that you can see is what looks to be a sunken temple or shrine of some sort, and you can even make out faintly there's a carving of an Eblis in the side of it.
Okay. Note to self not to go there.
Do you, and then I think like you guys, I don't know, you guys can use the paint and stuff. You want to annotate the stuff so you can you can write on this screen. Whatever you want to do. Treat it like the map or whatever. Yeah, that wasn't going anywhere good. Oh, okay, yeah, it was. Okay.
The Temple of Fun.
Is there anything you guys want to do on the cliff right now before we shut it down? Anything else you want to do here at the edge of Omu?
At night, I was going to look for what we could see at night, but we don't need to do that immediately.
Well, I mean, like let's just get through this day so that we can have like the first that. So next session we can just like, get right into this stuff.
Yeah.
So Faust, at night, what do you want to do?
Specifically, look for the souls and our ley lines, the magic stuff that we could see coming in. If I can't see it from here, I would cast Fly on myself and fly as high as I can to try and get a view. Also, looking for if it looks like lights, fires, anything that would show like habitation.
Okay, so I think that will be like our final image of the evening. Is we see Faust cast Fly on himself and take off into the air, sort of above Omu. In the night sky, as the rain clears up, Faust, you can see that. Sure enough, as you get high enough, you can see those. However, as they get to above Omu, they begin to spiral down, and you begin to lose them very quickly as they dissipate. It's very obvious that the tracks in the sky are like thick, concentrated funnels of soul. As they get to the city of Omu, you see them sort of disperse out, and they're moving throughout the city, and they're whisking like down the streets, up and down. It does seem like there's a pattern to it, but it's hard to discern. I think you can just see that vaguely all of these souls are getting sucked into Omu. Where specifically is hard to say, but you can see them coming in. The last thing that you see as you fly up is you see one of those gargoyles flying directly towards you. And we will pick up next week.
Evasive maneuvers.
Evasive maneuver!
Do we just see like Faust fall down like 500 feet?
Dog fighting. You'll see like magical streaks of magic flying through the air.
Oh, and then in terms of like habitation and like of the nearby stuff that you can see easily, you can see a certain level of light coming from that big temple that we talked about. Not from the Eblis temple, but there is some light coming from that bazaar as well.
Okay.
I think those are the only ones that you can see, given how foggy and thick the rain
Yeah.
was.
You say there was light coming from over here?
Yes, there is a small amount of light. Like there are some torches around and stuff. And yeah, I think that's where we'll leave it. We see the image of one of the those devil-faced gargoyles flying straight towards Faust, draped in vines. Yeah, I think that's a good ending.
Woo.